the championship four for the NASCAR Xfinity Series. The command to start the engines in Miami is next, right here on USA.
Okay, you heard the man. This will be my next to last Xfinity race stream this year, because next week I won't be here during the Xfinity race if all goes according to plan. Don't know why it wouldn't, but I'm a paranoid son of a bitch. You know me. Try to account for every possible outcome of every scenario. Streaming all day, Paige. Streaming all day. Why, I do not know. How's my audio? Yeah, it's working. Cool. Standing up for a minute. I've been sitting in this chair for the better part of 6 hours. No, YouTube, I do not want to try your bullshit fucking pay-to-play bullshit. I will stick to using ad blocker on my web browser on my television. Thank you very much. Quickest way to make me resent you is to make me watch a bunch of unskippable ads. So fuck YouTube. Also, fuck YouTube for demonetizing me a few years ago. I'll probably never be monetized again. Stand up and walk around so I don't get a blood clot up in here. Man. Who's going to Phoenix? I almost said who's going to Homestead. Motherfucker, we're at Homestead. And it should be the championship race. But it's not. Although Phoenix and Xfinity cars is pretty good.
There's a lot of fighting left to do in these last two races. What it's going to take to be a champion is perseverance. You're going to have to get through a lot of different battles. There's a lot of sacrifices that are made. It's definitely going to take a lot of grit to get there. Discipline, consistency, execution. What we have to have is the same mentality. Maximize the day.
You can just mentally keep pushing yourself, and I'm going to continue just to work hard at it. I think you're going to be there at the end.
That's everything you dream of, is to be a champion.
I'm so glad Josh Berry made the Final Four.
As of today, only one of the 8 playoff drivers has a guaranteed spot in that championship 4, and that championship looming out there at Phoenix, just 2 races away. Alongside our crew chief Steve Letarte and the mayor Jeff Burton, Rick Allen with you. All right, Jeff, the kids are calling it ripping the boards. Explain that.
Well, this is a racetrack that almost every driver loves coming to. It's a challenging racetrack, and there is a major advantage in ripping the boards. And what that means is you've got to be willing to do this. You've got to be willing to put the right side of your car right against the wall, because there's more speed when you're 1 inch from the wall versus 5 or 6 inches from the wall. You got to know how to scuff the wall, Steve, not hit it. And you can see right here, Noel Braxton doing a really good job of it. But traffic every now and then, that upper lane is so fast, that's where everybody wants to be. One guy has a problem, and that can take you out.
So surprisingly enough, Steve, Noah Gragson, even after we saw that, is probably the favorite for today's race.
Well, he is absolutely the favorite. Write it in Sharpie, exclamation points. Noah Gragson is the best at running the top in the Xfinity Series. He's raced here 4 times before today. He's led laps in every one of those 4 races. There has been an obstacle each week, though. He has yet to go to victory lane. I think today's his day.
Can there be a new challenger, though? I think Austin Hill, you think about what he did in the Truck Series. He won a race here in 2019. He's 15 points below the cut line. He's got to make something happen. Starting 10th, he has figured out how to drive this Xfinity car, though. Can't wait to see him. I think he can give Noah Gragson a challenge.
And again, drivers in the playoffs, if they win this race, they lock themselves into the championship 4. Let's get the
Anybody out there, or am I going to be talking to myself for the next couple of hours? Oh, God, this is 300 miles. I was hoping this was still short like the last couple of Homestead Xfinity races. What's up, Michael?
Drivers, start your engines.
You hear that fucking command? Drivers, start your engines. It's like, okay. Sure thing, we'll start our engines.
the command to fire engines for the Xfinity Series.
Oh, he was doing that ironically. Okay, I was about to say, he better not be serious with that command. Better be ironic. Like I said, I'm here. Stepping away from the mic for a second. Oh, the football picks. Right. Hold on. I think C-Mac with the 49ers is a good fit, but he already can't stay healthy, and it doesn't seem like any other running back for the 49ers ever stays healthy. So I got to give you 6 picks. So it's now, man, I need some good sleep tonight. I swear, dude. My body wakes me up at 8 a.m. If I stay up till 4 a.m., my body's still going to wake me up at 8, and I will not be able to go back to sleep, I promise you. So, Michael, let's go Bucks. Cowboys. Okay, Bucks, Cowboys, Giants. Bucks, Cowboys, Giants. Packers. Raiders. And Dolphins. It's probably the best I can think of, looking at that group of games for tomorrow. I don't know if I'm going to stream the Monday night game this week because it's the fucking Bears and the Patriots. So I know I thought I wasn't going to stream the other night and I ended up streaming. I probably won't stream Monday night. I don't even know if I'll watch that game entirely. Oh, just a few more days and I'm out of here. I like how I keep talking like I'm never coming back. Like, of course I'm coming back, but, you know, just get the fuck out of here for a while. Fat man's playing the guitar. Time for a race. Better be a damn good one to pull me out of Gotham. I've been playing Gotham Knights. Oh, guys, if you haven't looked, go look at my channel and look at the length of my last 2 live streams of playing that game. Ugh. It's my life now, I guess. What is wrong with me? I mean, I was off work, so I guess I had the time for once. Yeah, Patriots going for 3 straight wins. Justin Fields trying to convince everybody he's an NFL quarterback, which he is not. Second coming of Tim Tebow. Only maybe worse somehow. More disappointing because I think we all universally agreed that Tebow was going to suck, but everybody's like, oh, Justin Fields going to be good. Wrong.
Playoffs from Homestead, Miami Speedway, the Contender Boat gorgeous afternoon here in South Florida as the cars are rolling off of pit road. Let's take a look at today's starting grid. Trevor Bayne and Noah Gregson are making.
There was really no good bets in this race today. It seems pretty straightforward. Noah or Ty is probably going to win. I'd give Allgaier a shot.
Yeah, right there in row 3. Brandon Jones, though, has the best average finish.
Bane's got the speed. I don't trust Josh Berry or AJ Allmendinger. This race is pretty straightforward, like I said.
Berry locked in there in row 6. Allmendinger, another playoff driver, below the line right now as far as championship 4 contenders, and we see Allgaier down there in row 10. Let's see if we can dial up AJ Allmendinger on the radio, Jeff.
AJ, the boys in the USA booth, you with us?
I got you, man.
Mayer might have been a decent bet. Just don't trust it.
Difficult this racetrack is.
He'll make a mistake.
To work yourself to the front.
You know, that's the good thing about this racetrack is if we got the car better, good off armor, and you can drive to the front. So it's about trying to be patient, but it's all about not wearing your stuff out early in the run because, as you've experienced, Jeff, it can go away pretty quick. So hopefully we get the next street up front, execute all day, give ourselves a shot at the win, and if not, just try to score as many points as possible.
AJ, how much discipline is it going to take, starting 13, for you to be cool and calm on these tires early so you don't hurt them?
That's going to take a lot, but you got to kind of do that throughout the whole race. It's what's tough about this Xfinity Series. You want to get as much as you can early, a lot of fast race cars, but you can overdo it. So it's a fine line of being aggressive, but still being patient. So we'll keep working on that all day, try to stay calm.
$20 for Allgaier, and if Mayer wins, you give me 10. All right, I'll take that. Good enough for me.
You're going to be digging hard. It's going to be fun to watch you. Good luck, buddy.
I would like to ask for 2 bets tomorrow. It seemed to work last week. I bet on the guy that got all the headlines, and I bet on the guy that won the race.
Below the cut line, and again, after Martinsville next weekend, the 4 drivers below the cut line will be eliminated, and the other 4 above will have a shot at the championship. So right now, Austin Hill, AJ Allmendinger, Brandon Jones, and Sam Mayer currently behind and below that cut line. And for more on Sam Mayer, let's go to Dave.
Rick, that driver on the lower right is the teenager who is super confident about the race. Next week's race. At Martinsville Speedway, he has 2 starts and 2 top 5 finishes.
What up, Todd?
Wow,
Wow, Michael, you quit your job?
Got to apply what he knows, what he's learned in his rookie season.
I think I pissed my job off for the first time, but what the fuck are they going to do? Actually, I don't think they're mad. That's just in my head. My brain will take something and run with it. They're not mad at me.
Either this week or next. Kim?
Well, Dave, for playoff driver Brandon Jones,
Well, I hope you land on your feet.
7 points below the elimination line, but
I think about leaving my job all the time, even though I like it, but I'd have to know for sure I'm getting something better. It's hard for me to just take the leap of faith. Plus, the one good thing about my job is that it keeps me active, walking around all day, carrying heavy shit. I feel pretty strong. Physically, I feel pretty good. I just wish I could sleep. I'm having one of those weeks where I cannot fucking sleep to save my life. I have to get good sleep tonight. I just absolutely have to.
Below the cut line, but this race team's so good, especially the second half of the year at mile-and-a-half racetracks. When it comes to Homestead, Miami, though, Austin does not have a lot of experience here. Just talked to his crew chief, Andy Street, moments ago. He said, I'm going to have him work his way up to the top of the racetrack. He's not quite comfortable up there yet, but he knows at some point he will have to run up there. This is the same race team, Rick, that won this race last year with Maya Snyder. Can RCR make it back-to-back and advance Dawson Hill to the championship 4?
Had great success. Again, you see the rookie stripe on the back of that 21. Steve, break this race down for us.
Well, Homestead Miami Speedway, progressively banked mile-and-a-half racetrack. For 200 laps adds up to 300 miles, 45 laps stage 1, a 45 laps stage 2, a long final stage at 110 laps.
Too goddamn long. Why can't they make the first 2 stages 50 laps? Why is it got to be 45, 45, 110? Like, I don't understand.
We showed the 4 that are below the cut line. How about the 4 that are above, including...
Better question, why are there stages at all in the Xfinity Series?
A week ago, he is locked in to the championship 4.
Michael, I never want to be the manager of anything. I don't give a fuck what the pay is.
This season, we'll be fighting to stay.
You have to be at least $25 an hour.
More on the young Ty Gibbs.
for me to even consider.
In that black 54 today again, Rick.
And Allgaier's car is pretty sexy. It's going to be a nice race win diecast.
Like Noah Gregson, who starts in front of him, who is known to be so good here. This is Ty's first race at Homestead, Miami. He said, I just need to execute today. My crew needs to execute. If we do the things that we know how to do and apply them here today, we can even beat Noah Gregson here. Now, he doesn't have to win, as you mentioned, plus on the point side, but he'd like to. That would automatically send him to the championship race, Kim.
A little bit different look for playoff contender Justin Allgaier, that Brand Foundation 10-year paint scheme, and he sits 15 points above the cut line. Despite that buffer, though, Justin does not feel like he has the ability to play it safe. He told me he's going to have to go for it, but in 13 starts at Miami, he only has 2 top 10s and no top 5s. He said as long as he doesn't make dumb mistakes here like he has in the past, he feels like they could run top 5. He's got a bit of work to do, though, Marty. He rolls off in the 20th position.
Kim, when Noah Gregson thinks about this racetrack, he is very quick to point out to anyone that will listen, we should have won the last 3 races here with the 9 team. He still has 0 wins here. And when his crew chief, Luke Lambert, looked at the schedule and it came out, he said, we're saving our best car for Miami. It is no question our best racetrack. This car Noah driving today, Rick, has already won 3 races this year. They're hoping to make it number 4 and in the championship.
Homestead's a great track, but this might end up being a boring race. We'll see.
What every driver is hoping for that's in the playoffs right now is a win here at Miami. Okay, so Sam Mayer.
I'm honestly not that interested. I'm fucking tired, man. I can't sleep.
Moments ago.
Yeah, we haven't dropped the green yet. Sam Mayer just right against the wall. I'm not so sure he's not rubbing it. And Steve, I'm assuming that what that is he's just trying to get a check of how close he can be to the wall and understand what it feels like to be there.
Yeah, no real damage to the right side of the car side. That's exactly it, right? They probably didn't have time. Remember, there was weather for these guys to practice. They only got 10 minutes total, so he just reacclimating himself exactly where his position is when that right side is right against the wall.
Never raced here before is a major disadvantage coming into this race.
Oh, here we go.
So maybe just trying to learn it right now.
300 miles. I wish this race was still 250 miles like it was for a couple of years. I think that makes for a better race, more compelling race. We got a long one here for Xfinity. Trevor Bayne to the lead. Noah's car looks like, oh, Noah broke loose and got a shot from behind down the back straightaway from Hemrick. Looking to go to the middle, maybe split Bayne and Gregson. Doesn't have the run. He's going to slide up in front of Sam Mayer and kill his momentum. Gibbs is to Hemrick's inside. Clears him. Bayne leads the first lap. Bayne takes Noah's line. Noah changes his line mid-corner to look for clean air. Pushes way up the track. A little loose. Little loose. They're about to be 3 wide per second. Oof.
As soon as he went down there, Noah had to jump to the 3rd lane, and that lost all his momentum, and now the car's behind him caught him.
That 18's got the speed. I don't know. Noah really loose on the bottom. He's sent it in really hard there, and it didn't stick. Noah's car might be a little too loose to start here. Just stays in front of Ty Gibbs.
Currently in the 4th spot right now. Also searching around for a line to run. He goes to the bottom once again.
Got a mix of different teams here. JRM, Gibbs, Colleague.
In that shade, the shadow that's being cast now from the wall.
54, Ty Gibbs, though, showed some.
Oh, car in the wall off of 2. That's some hard contact there. The 66. And Riley Herbst got a piece of it. I don't see a lot of. Yeah, there's a little bit of damage. Shit flew up everywhere when they came off of 2.
The onboard getting into the wall.
Michael, we all need a few weeks off.
Look at all the damage to the right.
Oh man, I can't wait to get on that plane Thursday. I can't wait to get on the boat next Saturday, motherfucker. This time next Saturday, I'll be on the motherfucking boat. God damn, that was a clusterfuck there. The 66 came up. I think the 66 came up in front of the 27 and hooked himself. Yep, that's exactly what happened.
That's exactly what it looks like. The 66
and put Riley Herbst in the wall.
Assuming the 27 is also going to move up. Here he is, picking up the throttle.
Mid-pack clusterfuck here.
Yeah, if you heard no hold, then how many cars were above? This will be a great shot on board with the 98 of Riley Herbst.
Poor Riley. Yeah. I think he just kind of got grinded into the wall.
He's getting ready to pass 2 cars exiting turn 2, and all of a sudden the 66 shows up. You see the more frustration, right? Sometimes it's just a racing wreck.
Riley can't catch a break this year.
When you're 2 wide, that turns into 4 wide.
Didn't John Hunter qualify 4th tomorrow?
You kind of lose track how much space you have to your right.
Yeah, you talked about it. A disappointing start. J.J. Yeley qualified 14th. That was a good qualifying effort for that team. And
2311 Racing, a.k.a. team replacement.
What a horrible way. Lap 2, to have that happen.
Yeah, our 2 onboard cameras with Work Pro Tools and J.J. Yaley and Ford Performance with Riley Herbst involved in the first caution here at Miami, which means we'll have a restart when we return.
Fourth and 6th for Nemechek and Gibbs tomorrow. Yeah. Man, Bubba Wallace is fucking up. I mean, what a missed opportunity to have a car that fast and not be the one to get to drive it tomorrow. Just, God, Bubba, don't be a fucking idiot. Couldn't believe that shit last week. I didn't even know what to say. I was so disappointed. I told you guys, I was like, man, I feel sick watching that shit. That's how I felt. I swear I better get to sleep tonight. Yeah, Bubba just completely overreacted. It was really stupid. And issued the phoniest fucking apology in history. Kyle Larson said today him and Bubba still haven't talked. I guess I'm not fucking surprised.
For the first time, NASCAR fans can view every lap of NASCAR Cup Series races from inside the cockpit of any car they choose. Visit NASCAR.com/drive. You can download the NASCAR mobile app for that vantage point. We're looking on Riley Herbst on board with the Ford Performance onboard camera. All right, Jeff, talk us through this replay one more time.
Well, let's go look. Watch the 66 of J.J. Yaley. Right, he's in the throttle trying to get going. Look at the car below him, how much ground he's making on him. J.J.'s in trouble right now, getting up the racetrack, gets into Jeff Burton, and now he's into Riley Herbst. All this contact started after he actually started getting loose and just had to chase it up the racetrack and just couldn't get the car slowed down to stay off of those cars on the outside of him. It just shows you how little grip this racetrack has. And even on new tires, it's still a challenge.
On the right side, Riley Herbst back on the racetrack. Unfortunately, on the left, J.J. Yaley going to the garage. You see the V right there? That is the choose. You got to go above or below it. You can't hit the box. And what this racetrack kind of has a little shimmer in the sun. So to the right, you see basically 2 orange triangles hanging off the fence. That's in line with that cone. So that'll help the choose kind of be a little bit easier to identify. It's easy to miss, or more importantly, run over, which you don't want to do. So there's also a reference to the fence. We'll keep an eye on it, see if anybody has an issue with that choose.
Let's listen into...
Still can't believe the choose rule is a thing in NASCAR.
Thank you. As we come to the restart zone, just make sure and remind me it's super low here compared to normal. So to get to the bottom, you're going to have to go way down. Because like as the sun's going down here, you're not going to be able to see it, especially later on. Yeah, that'd be no bueno.
So that's Justin basically saying that he feels like it's low, tells me it's farther off the outside wall than he expects. Hey, that's a veteran. Just staying on top of it with the spotter on the things he sees early in the race. He's going to
Maybe Noah can get the lead here with another restart.
Put a shine on the racetrack, and it's going to make it where you can't even see it.
Front row, similar to the start of the race, as Bain will be on the outside, Gregson on the inside for the restart.
Good restart by Noah. Better than Trevor Bain. Like how I forget Trevor Bain's in the series, then you look up and he's in the 18 car once a month.
Ty Gibbs taking advantage.
And Ty around the outside the second.
Couldn't make it work. Ty jumped on the outside of him.
Oh, Noah, please do something stupid in records. Oh, Sam Mayer, speaking of doing something stupid. Woo. Save it. AJ's the beneficiary there. Passed like 3 car. Oh, he didn't get clear. Side draft.
Top 2 pulling away.
Oh, AJ throwing a mean block on Austin Hill. What the hell?
A clean move, but not going to be
I don't know if that was totally clean.
Kind of bottleneck up the bottom. And with that blue and black car, the one of Sam Mayer, is going to try to get a run on the top. How about Kyle Weatherman?
Lots of aggression here. Goddamn, Weatherman's got that 34 in the top 10 still. Make that top 5.
Kyle Weatherman driving for Jesse Woogie. Race team.
Sam Mayer got at the racetrack right there. And actually, I thought there was contact, but it wasn't. Daniel Hemrick saw it coming. Turned the wheel to the right to get away from Sam Mayer. To avoid contact. Great job by Daniel Hemrick.
Yeah, back of the cars look dancing around right here, and that's what the 9 of
HMS hasn't turned a profit in years. I'm not surprised, Todd. Not surprised.
Can't really commit to the steering when the car's loose like that. Gotta really
Racing is not profitable.
Weatherman now has cleared Hemrick. So
Racing is a hobby.
In the top 5 between Weatherman.
Dale Jr. says he just hopes to break even every year.
Gregson and Jones right now, the top 3 playoff drivers, chasing after Trevor Bain.
See Ty Gibbs trying to figure a way to get close enough to Trevor Bain to take advantage. Trevor Bain, this is his last race of the year, running a limited schedule, wants to get back full time.
I think Bain has a shot at full time next year, maybe.
Really nice job in this race car. Hasn't got a win. Had some looks at it. Hadn't found a way, but in his last race of the year, he's wanted to make this happen.
I think if Bain was full time, he probably would have won a race by now, maybe 2.
How to do it, right? The 18 picks a lane, and then the 54 tries to run just a little bit lower. You can see kind of that paving seam. The 18 maybe 2 or 3 feet off it, while the 54 is only a foot off it. Trying to keep that air on the nose of the 54 as he tries to run down the 18, the leader of Bain, Marty.
Racing all over the track, Steve, and yes, Jeff, correct on Trevor Bain, last race of the year, and Trevor said yesterday, I don't know, might be my last race ever, I have no idea. Not sure where the sponsorship situation stands for next year, but he wants to be here. He would love to run Xfinity Series full time, and he knows he can do it. He knows he can win races in this series, but Jeff, you know it as well as anyone. You have a son who races.
Noah's found his way up to the wall now. Oh, AJ lost it in the middle of 3 there.
Yeah, right now, I mean, Marty, you've got to show talent on the track. You also have to have...
There's a bottleneck behind AJ with Jones and Austin Hill.
See, AJ Allmendinger in that 16 car, I asked him before the race, how are you going to work yourself up through this field? Started 13th. Here he is running 5th. A great job by AJ. Now he's good. Now he's got track position. Now he doesn't have to worry about that anymore. Now it's 1 car at a time.
The next one that he's getting to is the 11 of Daniel Hemrick, a teammate at Colleague Racing. But Austin Hill putting pressure on the 16.
I don't think Austin Hill's going to have a lot of patience for AJ here after that big block earlier. It's not going to wreck him or anything, but...
See, this is why passing at this racetrack is so difficult. Austin Hill is going to go to the bottom of the racetrack, just right around that white line. Allmendinger on the outside is going to get a big run right here. And now watch him down the back straightaway.
Ty Gibbs taking the lead down the back.
Austin Hill.
As the 54 of Ty Gibbs looking
Oh,
to
can't clear.
18 of
Not clear.
Bain fighting back on the outside. outside.
Well, the concern the 54 has right now is he looks better than the 18, but that was the move he was trying to make, and he needed a clear because look.
And here comes Noah. Noah hit that top line and just drove off from the cars behind him, Hemrick and AJ and those guys. And he's running down the two Gibbs cars.
I guess he's close enough. He thinks the air is going to hurt. Every lap before this, he had been right on the fence, getting great momentum. And that's been
Noah's car's really loose on the bottom. Like, I don't think he can run anywhere but the top. He's really loose on the bottom. Now he's up top. He was trying to avoid their dirty air, but to be fast, he's got to run that wall. Look how much better he is there. Car's way, way more comfortable. And then in 1 and 2 here, I wouldn't be surprised to watch him go to the bottom and get loose again. Yep, there he goes, going to the bottom, trying to stay out of that dirty air.
Now the 54, who was just on offense, is going to have to start thinking defense. I'm not sure he can leave the 9 car a full
draws a little closer.
Down here in 1 and 2. If he enters that same spot again, the 9's going to drive to his right rear quarter panel. Let's see if the 54 tries to run a little higher. He doesn't. He still leaves basically a car width, although now
God, that speed through the center. We've seen it all year long from the Junior Motorsports cars.
Underneath the 54, not this time. Dave, what are you hearing on the 54?
So far, so good. And the thing you like about
Justin Allgaier just got passed by the 34.
He knows he's never raced here before. He told the team before the green fell, if I do something I shouldn't do.
Gibbs is trying to park it up top. Noah's got nowhere to go.
One of those things was, if you have a chance to take a spot,
He's going to have to go down into 3 and just slide job him. He's not going to get the shot this time. Stays up top. Gibbs runs slightly lower. Yeah, there's just enough room for Noah to make this pass. He's going to make the pass right here. That helped Trevor Bain get out to about a second lead, but that lead is going to just dwindle here.
Enters on the wall. The 54, Ty Gibbs, never been here before. He's afraid to enter on the wall because he's afraid he's going to make contact with it. If you're going to run the boards, you said it, Rick. The kids like to call it ripping the boards. If you're going to do it, you
rip
gotta
the boards.
The entire corner. You got to commit to it on corner entry and do it.
The cushion. The cushion, I tell you what. When they come back for commercial, Noah's going to have the lead or be right on Bain's bumper. He closed so much through turn 4 there before they went to break, I thought he was going to already get to his bumper. Be right back. I want to go to sleep, but I can't. Because even if I tried, I wouldn't be able to. Quick, I need a Bears versus Texans game or something. A Bears versus Broncos game would really put me to sleep. I need that. Can we remake the NFL schedule and have them play tonight so I can go to bed? That Broncos-Chargers game was the single worst overtime game I've ever fucking seen in my life. Goddamn, my parlay pays $48. I'll never hit it. But it'd sure be nice to have that $48. I have not watched Race for the Championship in weeks. That shows you where my mind's been. Oh, look, Noah's got the lead. I said he'd have the lead.
Noah Gregson has made the pass on
Oh, race over. No.
Gregson now trying to check out on the field.
Well, we saw his work on the 54 by running the top. Basically same story, different car. He worked and worked and worked on the 18. Finally got a big enough run where he could just turn left and really just drive right by him. He made it look way easier than it's supposed to be. And this is why. I mean, he's so good around the top. So you can see it down here. We go into 1 and 2, and the 18 kind of goes up and blocks a little bit. And I'm impressed with the 9, Jeff. A lane lower and still is able to get into the throttle.
But see that seam right where his left front tire is? That has the same amount of banking as Trevor Bayne was in. Below that has less banking. So Noah Gregson having the discipline not to run too low, trying to make that pass, running that higher lane was able to help him with that grip.
Yeah, so why not just run the wall and make it look easy? Watch this. The 2 of Sheldon Creed gets in nice and high. That's what you're looking at doing. And this is how easy it is, right? Just gets a little free, maybe, gets up into the wall, damages the right rear of the car.
Sheldon Creed bounced off the wall. I like that paint scheme on Creed's car. That's awesome.
A lap down to the field.
It's pretty cool.
Kim.
And he had been complaining before that he was just too on top of the racetrack. He was very comfortable running the wall yesterday.
How are you not in the top 20 driving an RCR car?
You saw him on that replay get into the wall flat right rear, and now he's going to have to play catch up here at Homestead. Marty?
We saw Trevor Bayne get passed by Noah Gregson. Did he give up the lead intentionally? Listen on the radio.
He's using up the wall behind you. If he misses me, I'll let him go. Stay where the I'll get him at the end.
There you go.
Trevor Bayne's saving his stuff for later in the run.
I'll get him in the end. Noah Gregson, you guys did the report a moment ago.
Trevor Bayne, 400 IQ strats. Problem is, 54 cars pulled up on him now. You going to get both of them in the end?
Way better. What's the difference in 1 and 2? 1 and 2, Steve Shade.
Michael, I'm not surprised that Tony Stewart wants Custer out because Ryan Preece is probably a better driver. But Gene Haas loves him some Cole Custer. So they have what we call an impasse, and Gibbs just passed the 18 for second.
So in the middle of 1 and 2, I think it actually kind of tightens the car up.
Man, Stewart Haas right now, they got plenty of reason to not be happy.
I mean, that's a gigantic flag that's basically at attention. Pretty serious gusts and pretty serious sustained wind.
Just saw Ty Gibbs get by Trevor Bayne for second place. Trevor Bayne, we heard him on the radio say it's not worth it yet, meaning he doesn't want to get up by the wall. He doesn't want to risk damaging his car, but other people are. And if you give up track position because you're not willing to do it, at some point, you have to do it. There's not an option. So he's going to have to make that decision of how he wants to run the rest of this race.
See Junior Motorsports cars lined up, the 7, the 1, and the 8. Kyle Weatherman still doing a wonderful job running just inside the top 10.
Trevor Bayne's really fading now. Austin Hill's doing all he can to get by him. Here comes Landon Castle with him. They're going to end up 3 wide here, maybe.
I kind of like that move. Let's not old tires, nearly 30 laps on them. Let's go ahead and not put somebody in a bad position this early.
Trevor Bayne in the 18, a little bit closer to the wall that last lap.
Every spot matters. Stay focused here. You're better than the guys in front. Should be your way to get around.
Austin Hill's on.
Oh, Austin Hill almost spun off a 4. Almost.
There. Was able to catch the back end of that car as it got very loose.
Better opportunity, I think, down here. Because of the shade that we just talked about, that means that the advantage on the top won't be as big down here. But he's so loose.
Damn. Take it easy there.
Look at the front windshield. I love white gloves. Look at the work happening. He's sideways loose. And every time you see the back of the car shake like that, that's hurting the tires, Steve, taking speed out of them. You got to drive them hard, but 15 laps to go in this stage. I think he's going to be all right, Dave.
He should be, Jeff, and every track that he goes to, he's making that translation from when he raced in the Truck Series. You mentioned the win in 19, and when he's racing in the Xfinity Series. So first Xfinity Series start here, he had to make that translation.
Yeah, I thought Creed would be better than Hill this year for some reason. Shows how much I know.
Effort, but right now, as you can tell, the car is not to his liking. They're going to need adjustments on this first stop.
God, I'm tired.
Justin Allgaier running in the 8th position after starting 20th, and he knew they had a better car than they qualified. He said he just got into 3 and 4 too low. Should have run the top yesterday during his run, and he said he passed a bunch of guys.
Noah's got a 3.5-second lead.
So he said there was no reason to think they could not score keys in to crew chief Jason Burdett. He complains about how free he is, especially the higher he gets.
Allgaier. This is one of the tracks that Allgaier just doesn't have a lot of success at. And I say that because the 39-year-old at virtually every track is either won, finished second, maybe third. Here, sixth is the best finish that Justin Allgaier has ever been able to put on his resume.
Slow and steady, Allgaier.
Just enjoy some tracks, and some drivers don't enjoy some tracks. You don't even really know why as a driver. Why am I good somewhere? Why am I not? See Austin Hill just got passed by the 10 of Landon Castle. Just feel like the 21 of Austin Hill, his car is just not like it needs it to be. It's a little too loose. That battle with Trevor Bayne may have taken a little bit of life out of the tires, and now he's starting to pay the price.
Bottom of the screen, we see the 34, Kyle Weatherman, an excellent run here as he's still inside the top 10, fighting right now with Mayer for that 9th spot. Kim.
And the great weekend for Kyle Weatherman actually started yesterday. Had an 8th place qualifying effort, and that tied the organization's best ever starting position. He also did that back in August at Michigan. And I checked in with him this morning, and he said that qualifying effort is just a testament to the team's consistency. But he said we had really good race speed too. He said they felt like they had top 12 speed.
Whoa, Sam Mayer just park it there in the middle of 4. Allgaier preemptively getting loose to prepare to stay off him. Kyle Weatherman still in the top 10. Putting pressure on 2 Junior Motorsports cars. And he's got 1 Junior Motorsports car behind him.
3 cars continue to battle. There's the 2 of Creed. He's now past the 54, the second place car. He has about 4 seconds up to the leader and 11 laps to go get him. Now, fresher tires. So, you know, he has a chance, but it's going to be
4.5 second lead for Noah with 10 to go in the stage.
Gregson crossing the stripe there, 36.84. Was what he was able to run, and you mentioned Sheldon Creed, fresher tires trying to make them work. Less than 10 to go here.
Hey, I was just about to say I'm hungry, and I think my food's here. I got a question for you guys. Why is Cookout so fucking stingy with their goddamn cheese bots? Because you get 2 sides with a fucking Cookout tray, and I'm always like, yeah, 2 sides of cheese bots, double cheese bots. They didn't even give me a full order of cheese bots. Like, what the fuck? Oh well, not that hungry anyway, but when you fucking ask for something, you should get it. That is literally not even a full order of cheese bots. Next time, if I'm there, I'm going to throw it back in the fucking window. Swear, man. You can't ask for anything and expect to actually get what you ask for and pay for.
The palm trees.
Shut up, Cookie. I don't know what's with Cookie. She's been sitting in the room every time I walk by.
Noah Gregson out in front. He has a 5-second lead right now.
Cookout is a fast food drive-through place. They have really good food, but they keep fucking us over because they never give the double fucking cheese bots because they're fucking useless. Useless.
Dave, when I talked to A.J. Allmendinger this morning, he told me confidence is low here at Miami. Maybe this first run here will give him a little more confidence. Started 13th up to 5th.
Good long run car for A.J.
Jeff, he told me this morning, I just never had a taste for running the top of the racetrack. I've never gotten it. I've never understood it. So did you find in your career running the high line like A.J. is right now an acquired taste as well?
Marty, it is, and you've got to work with your team to get the car to drive the way you want to drive. You got to be willing to get up there and try some different stuff as a driver. You can't be hard-headed and not try different things, talk to other drivers. Whatever you got to do to learn how to do it, it is such an important part of racing here, and I think it makes you better at other racetracks as well. See AJ sliding around.
Coming up on 3 to go, and slow
91 cars slow down the back.
Of Mason Massey. We'll see if he gets
38 just got spun. Quickie yellow so they can have a one-lap sprint. Nah, this is Angel and under caution.
So Mason Massey in the 91 was slow up against the wall. The caution comes out. He's going to come to pit road even though it's closed.
So you see the damage on the right side of the 91. That's, you know, the Darlington stripe. Now is the Miami stripe. And we're going to see this a lot today. Let's take a look. So kind of hard to say exactly what happened. The right side tires look aired up. The 91's already slow, so we just see the 38 coming around. Kind of comes into the screen, darting to the right, and a correction back to the left. I'm not sure what created that sudden movement to the right.
Look at how far down the straightaway he is.
Yeah, I honestly don't know. I can't tell if he just made a movement. Some of the suspension at times.
We didn't get a delivery person. They just never give you the fucking cheese bots.
91 into the wall. Car is going low to avoid.
Let's go back and look at this shot. I don't know. Very odd. Very hard to understand what happened there. You heard him say on the radio the thing just came around on him. It surprised him that it came around.
Regardless of the cause, result the same. Not a lot of damage on the 38, but flat tires had to come to pit road.
So CJ, a 30-year-old out of Framingham, Massachusetts, going to get 4 tires on that 38. Again, pit road was closed, and it looks as though this will end stage 1, which is important for drivers like Noah Gregson, Ty Gibbs, A.J. Allmendinger, Austin Hill, all drivers looking for points. Sam Mayer is going to get points finishing 8th. Allgaier will get a point finishing in 10th. Again, at the end of every stage, top 10 drivers will get points, and a guaranteed 1 spot will get into the championship 4 based on points.
Yeah, regardless of how many winners we have. So, Jeff, you and I talked about Allmendinger and what had to happen today. And we thought it was closing that gap on Allgaier. Mission accomplished. 5 more points than him in the first stage. What looked like a 16-point deficit on the way in is getting closer and closer to single digits. So sometimes it's not flashy, but it's getting the business done.
Yeah, Brandon Jones, no stage points.
Sunday, a big day here in Miami. Sunday night football.
Steelers Dolphins. I don't know how exciting that'll be.
We're going to face the Dolphins at Hard Rock Stadium. That's less than an hour drive from the track.
It's got to be the first Sunday night game in Miami in forever.
For Sunday night football coverage beginning with Football Night in America at 7 p.m. Eastern. There's Hard Rock Stadium.
That is a sneaky good Miami team. I'm telling you, they are better than I expected for sure.
It's going to be fun to see Rick try to tackle those guys.
Saw Don Shula there, the statue of Dan Marino. A lot of great history here in South Florida. Cup race will be at 2 o'clock. Make sure to join us. Again, countdown to green. Kicking everything off on NBC.
South Florida's a place to be this weekend.
It is.
Racing, football, that's a great weekend.
This will be the win for Noah Gregson of stage
And we literally had to sit here and watch him ride around under caution to get to the end of this.
And get that green and white checkered flag.
So we saw him running really high right there, and as silly as it may seem, I don't think he's wondering where the wall is like we showed the one earlier. I don't know if he's riding around on these hot tires trying to pick up with the debris up there, keeping it clean, not letting it get dusty and dirty. Or maybe Noah just being Noah.
See, that's exactly what he's doing, because he said 3 and 4 is way too rubbered up to be this early in the race. So that's an old dirt track move, right? Riding up against the top of the racetrack. What he's doing on those hot tires, intentionally picking up rubber, cleaning off that lane, because he knows he's going there.
Noah Gregson wins stage 1.
What a genius. What's up, Earl? I heard that Haley Deegan, Ford is trying to find something for her, either with the 07 or just another Stuart Haas car in Xfinity. The 07 with Stuart Haas support or just a second Stuart Haas car. That's what I heard. No idea about Brandon Brown. Trevor Bayne might be full-time next year, maybe. Right now, my money would be on John Hunter Nemechek, Trevor Bayne, or Sammy Smith to be full-time for them next year. Or maybe two of those three. I mean, yeah, Sammy Smith somehow has the money. You watched the Kendrick Lamar concert on Amazon? Well, you're probably the only one in this chat that's ever going to watch that. Oh, so Brown will be back at the 68 next year. That's cool. Hope it works out for him.
Say is brought to you by Toyota. Let's go places. Credit One Bank, a credit card company, and by Progressive Insurance. For a job you'll love, visit progressive.com/careers. Pit stop's about to get underway, Kim.
And Justin Allgaier worked his way into the top 10 after starting 20th in that purple 7 in your top left. Just way too loose on entry, exit, and even in the middle. For him, he said the higher I got up to the racetrack, the looser it got. See that chassis adjustment, 4 tires, Sunoco fuel, Dave.
Solid stage 1 for
I haven't seen Blaney's girl.
Gibbs in his first race here. Just
I don't think. I don't remember her, Todd.
4 fresh tires for Noah Gregson, which means so much here at Homestead, Miami. Said the car started so free. Then Luke Lambert said, I don't
Yeah,
want too big of a
Yuki, the 49ers are going to have their hands full tomorrow.
change here. I think the 48 went with 4 tires there. AJ
Landon
Allgaier
Castle
car just struggling on power down.
takes the
He went
lead.
from 13th to 15th in that stage. Nick Sanchez may have done a pass through there. Rick will follow up on that.
Yeah, probably an issue with the 48s. Landon Castle, the fastest, did tires off of pit road.
Jesus, did they take like no fuel on Landon Castle to gain that many spots? mention how tired I am. Well, I listened to this awesome Judas Priest concert last night on YouTube. That's what I listened to yesterday. We went over my parlay earlier, but I've already forgotten most of it.
Yellow, all playoff drivers, so very important if they want to advance to the championship 4, grab as many points as they possibly can in stage 1, stage 2, and then look for that win, which is a guaranteed spot in the championship 4. And for more on ripping the boards, we go to our young guys, KP and Junior on the Peacock Pit Box.
What have you seen so far, man? Yeah, it's been fun watching these guys try to figure out where to be on this racetrack. I'm kind of surprised that there are actually some guys making passes on the bottom, like Landon Castle. But we watch right here early in the race, the 2 is Sheldon Creed getting in the wall. He's going to come down.
Most cars are too loose to run the bottom.
Almost got that lap back. The early caution prevented him from getting the free pass or wrestling his way back into lead lap. Later in the race, still some guys trying to figure out where to be on this racetrack and see guys slide around. I love that race. I love that about this racetrack, man. You really move around.
Yeah, I love this racetrack because you see the 9 car here ripping the board. You see Grayson. But it's so also they can pass on the inside. And we have seen Landon Castle make moves.
Okay, so
wherever he wants to go, Rick.
let me eat this like half order of cheese bites they gave me.
Castle in the 10 and the 54 of Ty Gibbs.
Delicious. Go Landon Castle.
Row number 1, Austin Hill.
Stacking up the top. Ooh, big stack up. My Lord. But Noah's not letting it happen. He's pushing the 10 car for all it's worth. Ty got the better restart. He is going to get smoked here off the 2. If not by the 10, it's going to get smoked by the 9. Here comes Noah.
Something stacked up in the front. I'd have to see it again to see exactly what happened. Noah Gregson says, I'm not worried about the restart. I hit the
Noah will have the lead within a lap.
I'm in second, looking for first down at this end. He's going to go.
Whoa, Noah.
Huge dive into the corner.
Too loose on the bottom. Damn, that car, actually, that car stuck that time. My God. Way more grip on the bottom at the start of this run than he had on the first.
This has been the weak spot for the 9 car down here for the last couple of years. Tons of long run speed, but not able to have short run speed. But on this
Close 54 into 1.
they just showed they've got it
Oh,
today.
slides up.
I know Ty Gibbs
Little
is trying to
crossover.
keep him, but
Noah goes really wide there. Ty takes it back.
this fight will continue on, but Noah taking off much better than what we've seen in the past.
Castle, AJ, and Mayer 3 wide.
Bigger in the 16, both getting by Landon Castle in the 10. And once again for the lead,
Austin Hill making a run at this lead now.
Almost a block there by Ty Gibbs to stop that run.
Look at Noah.
There comes the slide job.
In the corner. He's going to try to slide up in front of Ty.
I don't think he's going to try to slide. I think it's going to slide.
But look at the run.
It gets really loose, and Ty's going to pass him right back. Side draft.
Noah Gregson coming off a 2.
Yeah, but this is what Noah wanted.
Damn, Noah chasing him down to the apron.
Slow Ty Gibbs down, and
Now Ty has to be in the position to slide. Noah's going to take it now.
He was okay.
Hang
with
on,
the
Tom.
54 getting underneath him because he didn't think he could clear it. So that slide job, even though it allowed the 54 to get underneath him,
Noah's
it
clear.
gave Noah the preferred lane.
Hill's side by
And
side with the
that's
54
why
for
he
second.
has the lead.
21's going to try to do the same thing, right? Rinse and repeat. Big drive in.
21 does not have long run speed. He kind of faded there at the end of stage 1.
21 to his spot. The 21 chooses not to slide up. They're going to exit too wide. I think that was a little bit.
Trevor Bain is
different.
back, is down to 8.
Defensive on entry speed, and the 21 a little less aggressive on the slide.
Yeah, I think that slide, Steve, the commitment to that starts on the entrance to turn 1. Like, you just got to say, I'm coming up here, and you're going to give me the spot. And
Austin Hill
wasn't
slide
willing to do
job
that,
off of 4
but
for
he was
second.
able to make the pass on turn 4.
Old-fashioned way, Rick,
Yep.
right around the white line.
Took the bottom of the racetrack to get by the 54. Now we'll see what he has for the 9 of Noah Gregson. Remember, Gregson had a 5-second lead.
I don't think Austin Hill's fast enough to get this lead, but hell, he's making a run at it. He got to Noah's quarter panel.
21. What a run we're seeing out of Austin
54 is going to shove the 9 right back by him, though. Never mind.
Usually loses momentum on exit. He drives right to the door of the 9. He's going to try.
Maybe Hill can clear him here. Oh, he got loose. Slide. Take it. You got it.
He clears him.
For now, he's got it.
Front here in Miami.
Don't give Noah the outside right here. Take his line
Mirror
away from
drive.
him.
Oh, Hill, what are you doing?
The bottom is faster. Goes to the bottom.
He's going to pass you right back.
I want to take Noah's line away from him, but Austin just says, you know what, I'm faster than you. You know, whatever you want, I'm on the bottom.
Remember, their momentum comes on corner exit from around that middle lane.
Shocking burst of speed from Austin Hill here.
Great information from Derek Nealon, the spotter on the 21. Okay, you got the lead. Now.
Here I was thinking this race was going to be boring.
Now drive differently. You've got real aggressive. You got a long run left. Let's try to keep the lead, but let's don't destroy the tires doing it.
Jeff, I got to give you credit. At the open of this show, we talked about who were the ones to watch, and I talked about the 9 because he was the low-hanging fruit. Everything he's done here is so good. It was obvious he was the guy. But you brought up this 21 of Austin Hill. I'm not sure what exactly you saw, but whatever it was is on display right here as he leads.
Dave.
He won at Atlanta, and Richard Childress
Sorry
said,
for the
yeah,
munching.
that's
What's up,
super
Andreas?
easy. I think that's what we're seeing out of Austin Hill.
Good
here
racing
today.
going on
And
right
on
here.
that stop, he needed to
Hill's
see
starting to
the
check
major
out, though,
adjustments
a little
for him.
bit.
The car was too
AJ's
fast.
coming into the picture now.
Called it spinning my tires. That's something you certainly don't want to have happen anywhere. And here in Miami, that can be a real problem. So they're
Oh, AJ Allmendinger, under promise, over deliver today.
One day, this racetrack at Homestead, Miami is so much fun. Noah Gregson trying to hang on to the second spot there. So, Steve, an interesting conversation between Gregson and his crew chief, Luke Lambert. Gregson
You guys might want to stay tuned later for more of the adventures with me and Andreas patrolling the streets of Gotham.
No, I think the track's going to change a little bit here. So how much of your day as a crew chief is balanced by what your driver's telling you versus where you think the racetrack is going in the next day?
Your entire day, especially when you run at these later afternoon, the sun will continue to set.
AJ
the
going for
track will
third.
Continue to change. You got to kind of give the driver what he
Off
thinks
into
he
one. He
wants
could,
through kind of the math
don't take it.
of where you think the track is going. 16 makes a run underneath the 54. 54, Ty Gibbons.
This is way more competitive than stage 1. The fact that Noah's not leading tells me that.
It's so much fun to watch.
We see one of Sam Bayer. Look at the inside of Landon Castle now, trying to take that spot away.
AJ trying to pack air on the left rear of Gibbs.
Figuring it out. Miami for the first
Kind of
time
worked.
up here.
Worked a little bit.
And needs a great run. Sam Bayer in a position where he needs to gain as many points as he can possibly gain before he gets to Martinsville next week.
Here comes Trevor Bain getting back into this.
One right there. He did not kind of get pulled.
That's a
in
really
right in the
competitive
middle.
top
He ran
7
his
cars.
line, lifted early, got it to the wall. Now, will it
Any
pay
one of
off?
these guys
I
could
don't know. He
win.
lost the spot to the 10. I thought
Any
he
one of
was
these guys
gonna
could get
run
out
the
front
exit,
and
but I
lead
like
and
the
dominate the race.
mature entry of that one car. He's going to do it again right here, right on the wall.
Dave.
And his crew chief, Taylor Moyer, believes that this car, the black and blue number 1, is better
Oh,
on
AJ,
the
look
longer
out.
run. So he wants his driver to, quote, hang out from laps 2 through 10 in a run before he starts getting really aggressive. Maybe like this, down to the inside in turn 1.
I'm tired, Andreas, but I think I'm well off enough to keep playing later.
Atlantic Castle also drifted
Oh,
up.
damn. 3 wide.
All the way to the wall.
That was a perfect pass by Allmendinger right there. He had great forward momentum. Overdrove the entrance to turn 1. Took the spot for Ty Gibbs. You see the
Andreas,
at the bottom. He
find
didn't
out the
have to
information we need
slide
to
Castle,
progress
but
those next 2
Castle
side
had
missions, the
trouble
Mr.
with Fripp in the
Freeze
middle of the corner. Sam
and
Bayer
whatever
trying
the
to
other
get
one was.
outside. This 10-car Castle is struggling right now.
Yeah, Sam Bayer, I'm sure, is very frustrated. Has a faster race car that had to slow down there to avoid contact with the 10.
Look at Sam Bayer. First time here. He says, I can do it. I'm up here on the boards. Look at me. Doing a good job.
Remember, he practices before the green flag. Got right up next to the wall during the pace laps.
So he's going to try the same thing down here. The 10 car gave him about a car width last time and almost gave him too much room. The one's going to try to gas it up and fill that spot to the outside of the 10. He won't get there, but he should have enough momentum to clear the 7 down the straightaway.
Another Junior Motorsports car. And Sam Mayer able to get by Allgaier, but Allgaier now throwing it down low.
Yeah, Callie and Dale Jr. have to love what they're seeing out of this one car. Sam Mayer returning next year, only 19 years old, made the playoffs, has yet to win a race, but I think we all are just wondering when it's going to happen. Not if, but when. And you see at the top, the battle for the lead, that theory of not adjusting the 9, it will be better on the long run. It looks like the 9 is closing back in on the 21, although don't look, AJ Allmendinger is in the picture.
Where's this AJ speed coming
He
from?
lost some spots on pit road, lost 4 spots, trying to work himself back up through the field. That white car on the bottom of the screen on the outside lane. He is just
There's a
can't
goat
get
fuck
by
for
time
4th
he
right
gets.
now.
He's faster
Cars
than time,
everywhere.
but can't find a way around him.
There's racing everywhere. Top of your screen, bottom of your screen.
The different lines here at
I think the
Miami
9 team got a little behind on their adjustments, and you can't blame them.
proving
Car was so good, I wouldn't have touched it, but everybody else worked on their shit on that last stop.
out of the 18 of Trevor Bayne, trying to keep that momentum up. Everyone's still continuing to chase. The 21 of Austin Hill, he was able to get by the 9 of Noah Gregson, who won stage 1, and now it's Austin Hill out front. He's been out there for over 10 laps already.
See that 90s ass TV that dude was watching the race on in that commercial? The fuck was that? Oh, it's a Napa commercial. I miss Napa no how. Them Josh Berry's been in the wall. He's on pit road.
App of NASCAR, you can follow the action with
Yeah, he's got flat right rear.
NASCAR cameras as well as radio broadcasters. NASCAR app store, download and start a free trial. As we see the high rock number 8 of Josh Berry on pit road. He got into the wall, and it's okay though because he's guaranteed a spot in the championship four, Marty.
Rick, that's the advantage of winning and knowing you're already in the championship four. We talk about Homestead, Miami. It's a extremely high risk, high reward racetrack. The risk is you're going to have this contact with the wall. The reward is all that speed up there, but there you see the contact, Jeff. Easy to do when you're running inches from the wall.
It is easy to do, Marty. I'm okay with that. Listen, he's in next year. He's in the playoffs. We know he's coming back to drive this 8 car next year. Learn how to run the boards. Even if you make a mistake, see a battle right here for the lead. Noah Gregson.
Noah got the lead back.
To go up in front of Austin Hill.
But here comes
What kind of run is Hill going to have off of 2? Not good enough to get back.
Next
No,
to
wait, yeah, he
the
did.
9 of Noah Gregson.
Thought he was going to tuck in behind him.
You'll return the favor?
Two guys slide jobbing each other.
And this time, not far enough in front of that 9, and so Austin Hill is going to lose the lead to the 9 of Gregson.
That is where Noah has separated himself in this Xfinity field. His willingness to do things to make a pass. When he gets to you, he is going to take the battle to you. He's going to go do everything he can to take the lead. He's going to put you in a bad situation, make you decide to lift or not. Austin Hill wasn't willing to do that. Now, Austin Hill in a point situation, right, having a good day, may not be in the position to do that. But that is where Noah has done such a great job in the latter part of his Xfinity career of knowing how to make passes.
I really think it's the first third of the corners where Noah's so impressive. He can run right against the wall. He can drive right to the bottom. To your point, Jeff, there's a confidence with this entry speed that I'm not sure we see with other drivers.
So Gregson back out in front. He already had led 30 laps. Now he's going to start adding to that number. Great first stage for Noah Gregson as he won stage 1. 18 laps to go. Still here in stage 2 of the Contender Votes 300 for the NASCAR Xfinity Series. Get a few updates from pit road. We'll start with Marty on 16.
Remember when Homestead was flat? Some of you probably ain't even old enough to remember.
In one race, the regular season champ came in below the cut line. Right now, you see -3. We talked about in the pre-race. AJ needed to stay calm on the radio all day long.
Used to be a flat IndyCar track. But then they realized there's no money in IndyCars, so boom, make it a NASCAR track.
That was before the last stop. AJ Allmendinger Dave has driven it from 13th to 3rd right now, doing what he needs to do today.
Ty Gibbs runs 5th. He finished the stage 3rd and got 8 stage points, which is what they needed to do entering today, plus 25. What did crew chief Chris Gale think?
Good solid start there. You were really good managing that. Had good pace without a lot of risk. We finished in front of everybody we needed to finish on the stage.
There you have it. Lots of pace and not a lot of risk taken by Ty Gibbs. That can make a solid day, Kim.
And not a great day for playoff contender Brandon Jones. Despite starting 5th, finished outside the top 10 in the first stage, garnered no stage points, and that's because the car was just way too loose. In fact, Brandon said he was barely hanging on. They made some significant adjustments after stage 1.
Homestead and NASCAR Thunder 2003 pisses me the fuck off, I'll tell you that.
Yesterday, a car length away from the wall. We'll see if that helps him, but they just don't have this long run speed.
Unfortunate because we've seen so many drivers with the successes. Saw a little bit of smoke there. Maybe coming out of the 30.
Sheldon Creed's smoking. He's got a flat right rear again, I think.
Yeah, he has been on pit road once with damage on the right side. In the middle of stage 1, he had a flat right side. Now, it looks like flat.
Yep, flat right rear again.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right rear.
He's hit the wall again, I think.
Again, looks at the Goodyear missing on the tires. I would say yes, but there was already so much damage. So, learning a lot about running the top here at Miami. Unfortunately, has found the wall a couple times.
Another wasted day for Sheldon Creed.
Because not only are you losing time, but you're losing sets of tires. He was already one set of tires down in the field. Now they're going to put just rights on right here, try to go out and try to persevere and save one lap.
Some of that rubber was on fire there in the right front when they were changing. We see Allgaier working to the outside of the 11 of Daniel Hemrick. And so Allgaier currently running in the 8th position. Noah Gregson continues to lead here in Miami.
With Sonic's 2 for $5 menu, you get 2 delicious things for only $5. How will you know which 2 to choose? Don't ask us.
Sorry, I was out of the room. Mute. shit my sponsors here. My sponsor started coming into my video game streams too. He's on his game this week. But I appreciate the engagement. Hemrick about lost it off a 4. Holy shit. Chris, what have you missed? Sheldon Creed's knocked the wall down twice. So did Josh Berry. JJ Ailey hooked himself on Jeb Burton and took himself and Herbst out. I think Herbst is still running. Gregson's got the dominant car, but Austin Hill's really competitive on a short run and actually took the lead and ran away for a bit, but now we're towards the end of this run. Noah got the lead back. Oh no, it's a Halloween Ends ahead. Spoiler alert, you might not like it. Okay, that's a bit of an over-exaggeration. The final fight was not that good, and that's what the movie was sold on. That's the most offensive part of that movie to me. God damn, the 26 about ran over the 68. Chandler Smith's in the 26. 10th place. Make that 9th. He almost got by Allgaier. I wish I was going to South Florida next weekend instead of fucking Los Angeles. But I will travel far and wide to go on that cruise, I guess. I'm a week away from it, motherfucker. This time next Saturday, you know where I'm going to be. I wish I would have internet out there to communicate with you guys.
Unscheduled trip to pit road, looked like some right side damage on the 34. Very unfortunate. Great qualifying effort and was running inside the top 15 for the entirety of the race up until this point.
We're focusing on this 26. Remember, Chandler Smith running for a Truck Series championship, only 20 years old at Georgia, and just went by.
Yeah, I read your comment. I know you'll be here. A week off from the internet, Chris, that is the best part. That is one of the best parts about being out there. I have no possible way to communicate with anyone. Or even look. I carry my phone with me to have as a watch. Uh-oh, Ryan Sieg's got a problem. Flat right front. He looks like he's been in the wall. 5 to go on the stage. He's making it to pit road. He's on the access road. He's fine. As long as that tire doesn't come off, roll across the track, and hit Dale Jr. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. Kentucky 2013 flashback. I'm still mad about it. Kentucky 2013, that was like the one great Kentucky race. 13 and 15. Chris, it's fascinating. As we sail away, you still have signal for a bit when you're sailing, and then at a certain point, your phone just goes bloop and like cuts off, and I go into airplane mode. Allgaier coming to pit road? What for? He's been in the wall too. I think he's got a right front going down. Yep. Well, there goes my money, Michael. Like I said, there were no good bets today. Unless Mayer wins, then I get 10. Sieg's going to the garage for a flat. They got to open the fucking gate for Sieg to get in the garage. What the fuck? Fire inside the 7's right front wheel.
I would normally say that should go out, but in the next gen car, we've seen these things flare
Don't talk about the next gen car during this awesome Xfinity race, Steve Letarte.
Lots happening with 3 to go in the stage, Rick.
Yes, a lot happening. So Allgaier, again, one of the drivers that's fighting for every point he can get, and this is not going to help. Now he's
Sam Mayer racing his buddy Ty Gibbs for 5th. I love it when friends get together. Mayer around the outside, takes the spot. Gibbs lets him have it. 2 to go in the stage. That is a tough break for Allgaier. But yeah, he should get the wave around anyhow.
Unfortunately, they'll have a little bit older tires to start the final stage, but still have a chance. This race, I mean, look at this battle right here between the 1, the 54. I think that's the 10 of Castle right behind him. The sun's starting to get so low, there's almost a little bit
Sun's
of
getting real low, big guy.
The cars on our screen on the
I watched part of Age of Ultron the other night. That's a coincidence. 3.5 second lead. Gregson over Allmendinger. Hill back to 3rd. Hill didn't fade quite as bad this run. He stayed 3rd. He's in the top 3. Trevor Baines back up to 4th. Gibbs is fading. Castle, who won the race off pit road, he's 7th. Chandler Smith top 10 and Stephen Parsons 10th. What a race. And Noah Gregson sweeps the stages. And Fox Sports comes in their pants because they fucking love this dude for some reason. Good points day for AJ and Austin Hill as well. Austin Hill really needs it.
Over Allmendinger. Austin Hill finishing in 3rd. Sam Mayer rounding out the top 5. Ty Gibbs was 6th. Castle, Hemrick, Chandler Smith, and Stephen Parsons rounding out the top 10.
The wrap on the side skirts of Noah's cars come loose on the left side. God damn it, Dale Jr. and your wrap side skirts. Or Dale Jr. had it written into his contract at Hendrick that his side skirts had to be painted or decaled. What a legend. I'll be right back. Guys, every week they show this Deal Dash commercial where you can get a PS5 for 50 cents. How come you guys haven't done it yet? Yeah, Dale Jr. didn't care how many millions he was going to get paid. Or the side skirt's going to be wrapped. It's like, yes, Jr., the side skirt. Can I have input on the paint scheme? Yeah, sure, fuck it. Dale Jr. is a paint scheme connoisseur, though. He's never had a bad one. Even his sort of bad ones end up being unique and memorable.
NASCAR on USA is brought to you by Ford. Built Ford proud. Northern Tool and Equipment. Start solving your projects today at northerntool.com. We're made for this. And by Liberty Mutual Insurance. Only pay for what you need. Drivers earning points in Stage 1 and Stage 2. Gregson winning both. Gained 20 points. Allmendinger 15. Other playoff drivers needing the points. Austin Hill grabbed 13, Gibbs 13. Sam Mayer got 9. Allgaier only 1 point. That was in the first stage. In this last stage, a lap down. So he'll have to stay out to get back on the lead lap. And those pits taking place right now, Kim.
Brandon Jones, top left, wrecking loose to fire off. In fact, just free entry exit, tight in the center as he comes down to get his service. Dave, Austin Hill's in front of you.
Austin Hill in the blue 21 says, I can't get back to the throttle as hard as I need to. Starting at the center of the corner, we'll try to make a change, said Andy Strait, the crew chief. We'll make it better for you, Marty.
Max points so far for Noah Gregson. Said the car fired off better, but he needs more early in the run, just a little bit too free, and better turn at the end of the run. What run for AJ Allman?
Castle going to win the race off pit road again. Yee, it's close. I think Noah got it. Oh, it was Austin Hill. I saw a blue car. I thought it was Castle. His car looks just like Austin Hill's. Because I just saw Castle come by from a distance. They look the same. I was like, is that Castle again? Right, let's get this race over with. I got to get back to Gotham, guys. Come on now. I know I said I'm tired, but really I think I just needed a break from that game for a little bit. So this race was actually a good thing today. Didn't Ben Rhodes win the truck race? Matt Crafton almost won the truck race. How about that? I'd have been pulling so hard for Crafton if I was watching that. Just fucking, I hate Ben Rhodes. You want to go out? You want to go out? I'll never understand how anybody could hate Dale Jr. like the way some people did when he was still driving. And I think the people that used to hate him now feel really dumb because everybody loves broadcaster, car owner, podcaster Dale. So, and I'm like, dude, I've always been a fan of this guy. I always knew he had this in him. That, well, maybe not being an announcer. I never thought he'd be a good announcer, but turns out he's the best at it. Dale Jr. don't deserve to be in the Hall of Fame. He's a Hall of Fame driver. He's a Hall of Fame car owner. And now he's a Hall of Fame broadcaster. So you tell me if he doesn't fucking deserve to be in the Hall of Fame. How long are these races? Well, look, we're on lap 95 of 200. We're about halfway through. So it'll probably be about another hour and 20 minutes before I get on, Andreas. Give or take an hour and 20. Maybe a little less if this goes by really fast here at the end. If it stays green.
Here as we start the day. Already a little contact early in the race, Kyle. Too many cars trying to fit one place at one time off turn 2. You see JJ Yaley get a little bit loose. He gets right across the hood of Burton there and into the 98 car. So it's just tough racing right there, close racing. Yeah, we got a span right here. The 38 car. I think he's trying to actually avoid the slower car of Massey down the back straightaway. Massey really slow in the outside lane. And Josh Berry gets to the wall here and has a flat right here. Yeah, these old cars are pretty tough, but the tires still matter. If you get in the wall too much, you're going to flatten those tires. Here's a Allgaier coming down pit road, unwound the tire. Too much abuse on that right front.
That's not too much. This is a short race.
And at the end of stage 1, he had one that had unwound, and that one was just, that was costly right there.
Andreas, they're in Miami. How come you're not there? I'm not watching. Oh, yeah, Halloween Havoc's tonight. Yeah, I'm not going to watch it. I'm going to play Gotham. I'm going to play Gotham Knights. I leave Thursday morning, and then I won't be able to play the game for a week. So I'm trying to get all I can while I'm at home and off work and have the time. That's why I played 9 fucking hours yesterday and 6 today. So help me God.
What we saw at Richmond earlier in the year, you pitted extra time. You run like only 35 laps. hit, 35 more.
And look at the 7 of Algar. What can he salvage out of this? Right now, he's got a little bit older tire than the rest of the field. He's got to just get himself through this.
Allgaier needs a caution about halfway through this run. Maybe a little sooner. Probably a little sooner would be better. They fire off into one. Hill's got that good short run speed. But Noah just already cleared him from the top. Hill's car's pushing up off the bottom. Noah got loose off of 2. That might give Austin Hill an opportunity here. Get a push from Trevor Bayne down the back. That'll put the 9 out front.
The outside, right behind Noah. He's got himself back up to the front. Let's see if he can stay there.
Hill once again, side drag.
Hill off of 4, got to the inside of the 9 again.
Going into turn 1. Gregson way down the racetrack.
So this is what we've seen so far. Austin Hill seems to have a little bit.
Oh, Noah loose.
Noah's car moving around a lot.
If I was to 18, I'd push that 21 right by the 9. I'm not going to let the 9 get out front and check out on me.
Dives into turn 3. Will he slide up the racetrack in front of the 9? He stays down against the white line.
Wait, Todd, is Gigi Dolan wrestling tonight? Because then I'd consider keeping an eye on Halloween Havoc.
Steve, right now, if I'm driving that 21 car of Austin Hill, I know that 9's been better.
Hill's out front, but for how long?
Older tires. So I need you telling me, hey, bud, you only got to lead by 1 car length.
Right.
Take it easy on these tires right now. So Trevor Bayne getting by Noah also.
This is the 9's concern, though. Noah mentioned earlier, hey, I think we need to adjust our car. The crew chief thought the track would change. There's no doubt who's best on old tires. But
Ooh, man. Whoa, the 1. Thought he was going to run through AJ there. He's getting him loose.
19 car. Jones picked up a lot of spots on that pit stop. They haven't run
18
well
got by the 9.
advantage of this track position.
Allmendinger dives to the white line in that 16, and he was getting a lot of
18 going for the lead. Trevor Bayne.
As the battle up front.
Sounded pretty confident earlier, saying he'd get him at the end. Austin Hill's going to crowd him. Hang on his door. 18 sliding up the track. Pushes the 21 a little wide. He gathers it up. Working the wheel to stay out of the wall. They better sort it out. Noah's sitting there in 3rd. He's going to pass both of them. Sort it the fuck out.
Stays on the white line. Austin Hill in the 21.
Trevor Bayne gets it in the middle of 2. Can he make it stick? He does.
Trevor Bayne didn't need attitude. He just has a faster race car right now.
Halfway through the race.
The left side's on that white line and just simply was faster than Austin Hill.
Now Noah Gregson, half a second behind. Trevor Bayne out front. As Hill looks both inside and outside for the lead. Dave.
And Rick Austin Hill in that blue 21 has a lot going on as he comes off of turn 4. Really hard to see down the front straightaway, so he's using the wall as a guide, not hitting it. Also, he's having a little trouble with his brakes. Listen.
Like brake pedal for some reason, it's just like squishy on fleet. I get on that run, it just kind of gets real squishy on it, but the brake pedal's there.
No Gigi. Oh man. Yeah, she'll be out at the ring with Mandy Rose, I'm guessing.
You've heard the old phrase, pump the brakes. Well, that's where it comes from. He has to do it to make them work, Marty.
So Noah's having a little trouble with the brakes, and it's showing here because AJ's passing him.
So, Steve, a lot of talk about voltage issues. He says when he has everything on inside the car, it reads 12.5 volts. The second he turns on his driver fans, and there you see the backup battery ready to go for Jason Ratcliffe into the 18 if he needs it. When he turns on those driver fans, it goes down to 12 volts. A moment ago, he said to Jason Ratcliffe, Trevor Bayne said, what's the minimum amount of volts I need to operate the car? He said 11.5. Right now, they're sitting at 12. Can it last the entire race?
So Trevor Bayne's having battery issues. Gregson's having brake trouble. And you need brakes here to run around that high line and make good time. Noah's car looks like he's really struggling.
104 laps complete here. We still got 97 to go.
You know, it might be Austin Hill's day.
Almost a half a second faster than everybody else.
AJ and Austin Hill are tied for 4th in the championship.
Save these tires.
But we don't know, as I mentioned, there are some teams that talked about pitting twice, and if that's the case, you only have to run about 30 laps on this, 35 laps on this set of tires. So it is go, go, go. That would be an aggressive call, but Trevor Bayne doesn't really have much to lose. Landon Castle, Hemrick, I'm looking at the names running inside the top 10 that aren't looking for great points days, they're looking for wins.
And look at this 8 car right there, the Hiron Vodka car. He jumped trying to get on the outside of the 10 car. Remember, we just saw him get his lap back right before the end of that stage, and now here he is battling for a top 10 position. Little things in a race.
You know, I'm crunching the numbers and running through the scenarios in my head where I could win money on this race, and I'm not getting any. I'm not seeing any possible scenario where that happens for me.
He hit the wall earlier, but man, he's still up there learning.
Right up against it as Brandon Jones drifts up
Woo.
in front of him. And he will go to the inside. So Josh Berry trying to get 2 for 1 here as he goes by Landon Castle.
Josh Berry, good recovery.
The racetrack in front of him.
Are we watching Josh Berry become the favorite for this championship? He dominated last week.
He didn't dominate last week. He won the race, but he didn't dominate. Jeff Burton has some short-term memory problems.
And being able to drive this car at its limit every single lap. And Dale Jr. willing to say, hey, go get you some.
Yeah.
Right? If you wreck, whatever, drive with full aggression. That has freed Josh Berry up. Marty.
We talked to him on Wednesday on NASCAR America Motor Mouse, and he said, man, I'm enjoying this week. I feel so free right now. So that allows him to run a little bit higher groove here and a little bit more aggressive today. Talk to Mike Bumgarner, Steve, and it's very interesting how teams will kind of manage their car rotation, right? The car that won last week is the car that has all their wins this year. He wanted to turn it around for Phoenix, said, man, we just can't make it happen. And remember, Josh Berry finished 3rd at Phoenix in the spring. So yes, Jeff, maybe the answer to your question is Josh Berry could be the favorite. Who knows when they get to Phoenix in 2 weeks.
How about the car right in front of Josh Berry? That 9 of Noah Gragson led so much today, 55 laps in total. We expected him to maybe be a little bit vulnerable in the restart, but now he's all the way back in the 4th position and even 12 laps into this run. Now, although now it looks like maybe it's going back the other way. That was a pretty good set of corners for the 9, but he's got a long ways to go. Over 2 seconds behind the leader, Trevor Bayne.
The 5th time Noah swept the stages in a race, but he's failed to win the prior 4. Can he change that statistic today?
Let's say, where's Gibbs running? He's 8th. Noah's car looks like it's coming back to him. I think he's still good on long runs. He's catching AJ for 3rd. He's 2.5 seconds off of banging the leader. Noah's really the car to watch. I know Hill's in 2nd, AJ's there in 3rd, but I think Noah's the car to watch. Thoughts on Black Adam? Have not seen it yet, but I heard about the post-credit scene. I'm very happy about the post-credit scene. I don't care enough about Black Adam to avoid spoilers. So when I was playing Gotham Knights yesterday, Andrea said he had seen Black Adam, and I asked him what the post-credit scene was. Very encouraging. I liked what he said. I will not spoil it. I mean, if you know, you know, but... All I'm saying is I hope Warner Brothers still has their CGI mustache budget. What do you think? 2 stops or 1 stop in the stage? I'm going to say 2. Or opposite whatever Noah does. I'd say 2 stops. I'd have to take the chance on the 2-stop strategy. Bayne, Hill, and Noah are clearly the class of the field. They're the 3 you're going to have to beat. Noah's still behind AJ. I thought he was going to pass him.
And let's take a look at the Ruoff Mortgage Keys to Victory Lane.
Yeah, long final stage. Are you going to try to do it on one stop, traditionally how it's done, or maybe a couple stops for something different?
And the thing you can't predict, Steve, when will we see cautions? How does that change everybody's strategy? Who knows when to pit at the right time?
And who can run the boards? Who can run the top? Everybody's trying it. Some are better than others. But when it's crunch time, Rick, and everybody tries to look just a little bit harder, who will overstep and find that wall?
Take a look at the point standings. Again, with the win, Barry locked into the championship 4, even though having a great run here, currently running 5th. But
Gregson's obviously going to make the fight. Gregson might clinch Final Four today, even if he does not win. He's 49 points above the cut line. So I don't even think Noah needs to win today. Austin Hill could sure use that win. AJ Allmendinger. Allgaier's 11 out. Obviously, Jones and Mayer must win. And Sam Mayer's 11th. And Brandon Jones not. That's about as good as Jones has run all day.
Encouraged to do it, but he's being told that the one place that he is not going as well as the car behind him trying to pass him is right there, entering the corner. So we'll see how he manages it here. They love this kid because he's such a learner. We'll see if he can learn Homestead today, Marty.
Dave, after losing all those points last week, many wondered this week if AJ Allmendinger had a path to the championship 4 without a win. Was there a points path? The answer, yes. Look at what he's done today. Right now, squarely on the cut line with his best mile-and-a-half race in recent memory, trying to get second from Austin Hill right now. He's pretty quick, but not as quick as Noah Gregson right behind him. As soon as Gregson moved up, we've seen the story all day long, moves up higher later in the run. The 9 car is the one to beat, trying to make the championship 4 for the 2nd straight year. And who won Phoenix in the spring? Noah Gregson.
Austin Hill's fading back to AJ and Noah. Bain's only 0.8 of a second ahead, though, so he's not really going anywhere.
Execute. When we had our rough races in the summer, it was execution. That's what it came down to. So even though we're in the championship 4, we
track's starting to go through a little bit of a transition, too. Whole place is pretty much shaded now.
For his second pit stop, Ty Gibbs reported to his team, way loose. Whatever we did, that didn't work on the first stop. We have no lateral drive. He's not happy with it now. He doesn't think it's a race-winning car right
Turn
now.
4 still in the sun.
They've got one more shot to work at, maybe 2, depending on what happens with pit stops here.
What's up, Karen?
Running next in the 1 car, he's done a good job today.
You didn't really miss anything good. This has been a very competitive and entertaining race. Not a lot of majors going on, but it's been a competitive race.
The way that he has learned Homestead today, he certainly has put it to good use.
I didn't watch trucks. I know Ben Rhodes won.
Short run at the end because they feel like their short run speed is some of the best in the series. And a tough day for Justin Allgaier. He currently runs in the 18th position. Miami has been his Achilles heel. He has never finished inside the top 5 here. Looks to be, as he runs, it's going to be another instance of that. He's had some right front tire issues. At the end of stage 1, they noticed cording on the right front. Although he was able to stop at the end of the stage, that's not problematic. It became problematic right before the end of stage 2. He had to come down again, cording on the right front.
Allgaier got loose there. I love that purple car, though. I wish that car was going to win because I'd get money and it'd be a cool diecast. Yeah, I don't like Ben Rhodes either.
Moved up to the 3rd spot, so it's Bain, Hill, Gregson, and Allmendinger, and it's heating up here at the front.
Yeah, we talked about Noah
Bain is still less than a second ahead of second.
And making passes. Look how he passes AJ Allmendinger.
Noah got by AJ.
Watch what he does down the front straightaway. Has some a lot, but watch him drive in the corner. Just completely overdrives the corner, fully committed, full send, and now he's got the spot. And A.J. Allmendinger wanted to run the top. Even if he could have crossed him over here, there was no sense in trying because the 9 car of Noah had the preferred spot. That is where Noah is just better than everybody else in the series
Be right
right
back.
now at making those passes.
Yeah, what's amazing is you got to do it again. You got to catch it live. This is so easy to overcook and hit that wall right there. But he backs it right up to that fence and gets right back in rhythm. That's what the impressive part is. You know, overdriving, I can understand that, but not hitting the wall, very impressive.
So let's see what Noah's doing. Where's the advantage in speed? We saw him pretty far back from Trevor Bayne, but he is running down. There's Trevor Bayne to lead, and this has happened in the last 6-7 laps. Watch right here. Watch what Noah Gregson do. All you young drivers, this is how you rip the boards. Enter the corner. Look at him. He's right on it. He's 2 feet away at the most entering the corner, and that allows him to just carry so much speed. And at this racetrack, that is how you have to do it. Not everybody is willing to make the risk to do that. If you make a mistake with that eye entry, you're going to make contact. Noah Gregson's fully committed to it and fully confident that he can make it work.
And Jeff, there's no question he is the quickest car by a bunch on the racetrack. But see, here's my question. If you're Luke Lambert, is he going to try to get the lead here from Trevor Bayne? Do you feel like you have to make a decent size adjustment? Because it takes 20 laps for this 9 car to come to life as he goes to the lead right there around Bayne very easily. Do you feel like you need to make an adjustment on that last stop to be better on the front end of the run?
I wouldn't worry about the front end of the run under a green flag condition. I think some of it is under a restart. You're under attack, Rick. You have to run the bottom. You have people all around you. I believe going out there in clean air under green, it will take less time for that 9 car to fire.
Damn, I see Noah got the lead back while I was in there sending a voice message. Oh well. Time to hit pit road, guys. 2-stop strategy.
Where Trevor Bayne was kind of dominating this race.
That changed really fast. I barely left the room.
3/4 of a second, and he is completely driving away from Trevor Bayne right now.
I know this is crazy, but when I watch this 9 car do this, I just see Tyler Reddick. Right? I mean, he's a champion in both Junior Motorsports and RCR in the Xfinity Series, and this is what Tyler Reddick looked like at this racetrack. He ran higher than everybody on entry, faster than everybody in old tires, and Noah Gregson seems like the next guy. I only say that because that's where Noah's going next year. The Cup Series, is going to be exciting to see how good Noah is next year at the Cup level.
It was methodical what he did. He was running in the 4th position and almost lap after lap passed 3rd, passed for 2nd, passed for the lead, and now we've got the 16 put a pressure on the 18.
You mentioned Noah Gregson's ability and how you compared to Daniel
Reddick.
To Reddick. Dave Ellens, crew chief, came down here, let them both rip the wall, learn how to do it, give him a ton of credit.
Gregson out front here in Miami, 73 laps to go.
73 to go. Wait to see if anybody does the 2-stop strategy here. Noah's out front. Race is probably over without a caution. It would take a caution. I think the only way you're going to beat him is on shorter runs. Gang up on him on a restart. You're not going to beat him on a long run. Short run, if Austin Hill or Trevor... Ooh, boy, Austin Hill and AJ are dooring each other down the straightaway. Well, they hit each other off of 2. And then AJ took a swat back at him and didn't hit him. At least he didn't freak the fuck out like Bubba did last week. That's composure right there. That's maturity, ladies and gentlemen. In that 16 car, that's a lot of maturity. I think the Bubba Larson thing was a wake-up call to other drivers, because when you're in the heat of the moment, you don't think straight sometimes. And I think it just made them all look around and go, Jesus Christ, I don't want to be that fucking guy. I don't want to be like Bubba right now and do anything like that. So I think that might change how guys race from here on out in all 3 series. I hope all 3 series. Trucks, I'm looking at you. I know it's going to change things in Cup because they're going to suspend your ass. You right hook somebody. The biggest pet peeve of mine in racing is right hooking somebody. Austin Dillon, Daytona 500. You do not fucking right hook anybody. That is bitch shit. And if you right hook me, you're getting your ass kicked.
Tomorrow on NBC, the NASCAR Cup Series playoffs continue with another chance to secure that spot in the Championship 4 with a win here in Miami. Race coverage beginning at 2:30 p.m. Eastern.
What made me laugh, though, was the boomers going, Bubba assaulted a NASCAR official. He should be arrested. He didn't assault nobody. Fucking A. He shouldn't have put his hands on Larson, but trying to stretch it and say he assaulted a NASCAR official is a little bit too fucking far. We have eyes. We all saw it. He didn't assault anybody other than maybe Larson. If I was Larson, I'd crack Bubba in the fucking big-ass head of his with my helmet.
Joey Logano tomorrow in front of the grid. My man's going to walk in here happy. He knows he's going to Phoenix with a chance to win the championship.
It's always fun talking to the happy drivers. See on the bottom left, race strategy, that 2 pit stop window. I think it's basically open, 68 to go. Maybe they'll wait a little bit.
Karen, you know goddamn well his steering did not fucking break. It might have broke, but it was still intact enough for him to wreck Larson on purpose. It was 100% on purpose. And he should have been suspended more than 1 race. I'd have parked his ass for 2 at least.
3 or 4 more laps, and you are caught by a yellow wreck, then you can take the wave around and make it to the end of the race on fuel. So you got to kind of hedge your bets. But the math says right now is when the window opens to have the best use of your Goodyear tires.
So Steve, how do you decide if you want to do a two stop or a 1 stop?
So the real simple fact is, you know how long it takes to come to pit road versus how much time you think you're going to make up using the extra set of tires. The risk, I will tell you, the math says pitting twice is a huge advantage, 10 or 11 seconds. But now let's talk about the negatives. The negatives are you're going to be a lap down for a pretty good chunk of that at some point. The other negative is you're going to plan on using both and your last 2 sets of tires. So if there is a caution with 5 to go, you won't have another set of tires. Where the leaders that only pit once, they're going to be sitting there with a set of tires in their pit. You know how important tires are here. A late yellow, you're a sitting duck. The question is, does Sam Mayer think he can make it to Phoenix on points? Because if he doesn't, this is the car I believe might pit twice. I think at their point, right now they're minus 34. Whether they go to Martinsville minus 34 or minus 60,
Sam, pit twice, pit twice.
Probably thinking it's a must-win. I think Taylor Moore is a very creative mind on top of the pit box, but it is hard to be the only guy to call your guy down pit road. We'll see what the 1 does here in the next handful of laps.
Remember we saw Justin Allgaier have problems earlier. Unwound that tire.
I'll be right back, guys. If it goes to commercial and you hear a bunch of stupid shit, I apologize. I'll be back in a minute. I'm going to turn the race volume down so it's not blasting you. I'll be back.
This is a team that I think has a decision to make. You know, they just feel like, are they going to throw a Hail Mary or are they going to just play it cool here?
Well, they might have to do it because they're afraid of that right front tire wear. He's coming to the bottom, hand out the window. This looks like a pit stop. Let's see how successful he is at getting it blown down. This pit road can be easily missed. It's kind of around the corner and hard to see, as you see on the battle on the top between the 21 and the 8. 7 woes it down. Hard left-hand turn coming to pit road. So now the question is, Jason Burdett has drawn a line in the sand. I'm on it. I'm on the 2-stop strategy just as the plans. Let's see who joins them. Kim.
And you watch the 7. They hadn't really decided on the plan. They had the team ready for about 5 laps. Then just as you guys were talking about it, decided that they were going to split the end of this race, as you see right there. Right side tires going on. Looks like they had a little trouble getting the right front off. Slow stop here for Justin Allgaier. And then they get chassis adjustment just a little bit free there. Again, very slow stop for Justin Allgaier under green.
You know what Kale's great strategy is a slow pit stop. So regardless of how it works out, he's going to need that math of 10 seconds better because there's definitely an issue with the jack. It seems like on both sides they're kind of holding the jack handle awkwardly. So I don't know if it was a user error, but it looked like an equipment error. Best I can tell. Yeah.
Dropped twice on the right side.
Yeah, so let's see. Everything looks normal so far. A little bit to the right, jacked up, and then it just okay, so it's happened twice now. So you would think you would have checked the handle tightness as far as, you know, whether it's turned to the right. Front tire changer does a nice job hanging his own tire. But in the end, just a slow stop to the 7 of Allgaier.
So unfortunate for Allgaier, trying a different strategy than everyone else, and on pit road way longer than they were anticipating.
Yeah, it's such a disadvantage. You think about it, at this speed, every second is about 14 car lengths.
Yeah.
So, 14 to 15 car lengths. So he just gave up.
About 60 car lengths is what you're telling me, the front stretch.
Just a front straightaway. So, huge disadvantage.
And the 2 missed his stall. Sheldon Creed was on pit road. Missed his stall, had to back up 2 spots. He still needs to back up further. The nose can't be over the line.
This race spiraled downhill for this 2 car and this team. They just contact with the wall multiple times.
Rubber burning inside the wheel there on the right front for Sheldon Creed. Now we're seeing Austin Hill, playoff driver, making his way onto pit road.
Now this one's going to get everyone's attention. The 7 was kind of back in the pack a little bit, but this 21 of Austin Hill is running inside the top 5. He's come to pit road in front of Dave.
And Steve, other teams are saying we're not quite in our window, so I don't know if this team is in a final stop window or if they're on that 2-stop strategy, so we'll have to wait and see. Kim?
And Brandon Jones will make his stop. We've been complaining about loose entry, loose exit. Just needs way more grip on exit to get the drive off he needs. Gonna be 4 tires, Sunoco fuel for Brandon Jones' playoff contender, Marty.
Interesting leader Noah Gregson coming down pit road right now. Look at that contact with the wall that he's had. At some point, the Goodyear completely gone on the right side. He said early in the run, I just can't run the bottom. They're going to try and make an adjustment for that. Dominant for the 4th straight race here at Miami. Pit stop for these guys. Can they finish the race off? Though clearly the best long run speed here today, Dave.
Ty Gibbs told his team the rear got better, but I'm losing front turn. Chris Gale said we have an adjustment for that. There you'll see him get his 4 Goodyear tires and Sunoco fuel on the bottom of the screen.
The longest green flag run we have had, over 45 laps right now.
What I was going to point out, Rick, is 45 laps on this set of tires, but inside 60 to go, Marty. So I think these drivers could run all the way to the end on this set if they chose to.
If they chose to, Steve, most of these teams do have one more set laying in pit road behind the wall if they need to go to that. AJ Allmendinger's been so good on the long runs. Not quite as good as Noah Gregson, but still very good for his race team. Said the car definitely much free on this run, and a little bit of a slow stop there on the right side, Dave.
Sam Mayer having just a few brake troubles in the 1 car. They won't fix that here, but they'll give him fresh tires and fuel. Just another lap or 2 for Taylor Moyer to feel comfortable getting inside that fuel window. We'll see how close they cut it.
Yeah, a lot of hiccups on pit road. I'm watching the 26 pit stop was slow. You see the 1 leaving right now. The 16 getting by the 31. Oh, the 18.
Speeding.
Oh, cannot be too fast on pit road. A penalty for the 18. This was what it looked like getting to pit road.
Such a difficult pit road to get to. Actually, sliding the left front tire, but got slowed down. We're here in section 9 is where he got caught speeding.
Here comes the 8, Marty.
Yeah, Mike Baumgartner making the call to let Josh Berry run a little bit long here. They actually were thinking about coming early in the window. Then he said, you know what, let's play this out. Let's go a little bit longer than everybody else. The reason being, we talked about how all these teams have another set of Goodyear tires. Well, not the 8. Because of that wall contact earlier on for Josh Berry, this is their last set of sticker tires for the day. The only other options behind the wall, Steve, one set that has 32 laps on it, and one set that has 20 laps on it. Neither of those will really work here at Homestead, Miami, so they're hoping it goes green until the end of 56 to go.
Yeah, and luckily for this team, we can't say it enough. The win last week makes it where, they're going to feel really good about it, even if they do get an unfortunate situation. Look at the 9 of Noah Gregson in traffic.
Yeah. Ryan Segan, the 39, slowing way down.
All right, listen, Noah Gregson, he had one of these races won here, and there was a crash in front of him. He did win. It almost happened again. Watch this right here. Major contact. How in the world Did Bailey Curley not wreck that race car with the 23 of Anthony Alfredo right in the back of him? Noah's like, whew, man, that was close.
He didn't feel great about it. He's breathing a little better now that he's working his way by him.
Oh, my goodness.
And that's really what happens. You come to a racetrack, Rick, where you're so good and things go wrong. I really think you start asking yourself, like, all right, what's going to happen this time? You know, what could happen this time? You saw that stack up. While it didn't cost the 9 his race car in a wreck, it did cost him some time because you see that dark blue number 21 joining the party here. He's going to make a big dive to the bottom. We'll see. He's been running right around the bottom of the racetrack. Remember, the 9 not as good on fresh tires. Let's listen into the 21. Talking about a vibration and then a little bit of conversation about the left rear perhaps being questionable. Well, if you look at the points, he is instantly tied on the cut line with A.J. Allmendinger. Tough position to be in as a race car driver. What do you do?
And when you hear the report come from your crew chief, questionable on the left rear, immediately what's happened, Steve, is the crew members called the crew chief and said, I think I got it tight, but I'm not 100% sure. So now that vibration that Austin Hill was concerned about, now he's got to monitor it. Is it getting worse? If it starts getting worse, you heard Richard Childress, the car owner. Don't take a chance.
Yeah.
So now it all rests on Austin Hill's shoulders to make that decision if it's getting worse to pit or not.
And Jeff, hey, the other thing real quick was that he said I've had a vibration all day, so then that's hard to decipher as well for the driver and the crew.
It absolutely is. The left rear doesn't surprise me in the choreography of this style pit stop. You know, the rear changes last. He has to chase the car down, comes around. So say he is tightening the 4th or 5th lug down as they drop the jack, but yet misses them. That's how the left rear could be left loose.
It hasn't slowed him down as he continues to reel in the 9 of Noah Gregson. So Austin Hill holding on to that 2nd spot. Allmendinger 3rd, Landon Castle 4th, and Josh Berry top 5. Now, 51 laps to go here in the race at Miami. An opportunity to clinch a spot in the championship 4. It's been a dominant performance already by Noah Gregson. He's been out front for 76 laps today.
Yeah, see right here, Noah Gregson, the strength of his car is not, and they've actually gotten worse, in my opinion, on takeoff speed. They had good takeoff speed early. I think it's gotten worse. They're going to have to make sure if they get a late race caution, they can make the adjustment to make this thing fire off. See Trevor Bain, we know he got penalized. He's trying to come back from a lap down. See how fast his car is. We know how fast he is on takeoff speed. So just a good example of how far off that 9 car is on takeoff speed compared to Trevor Bain.
Trevor Bain's trying to unlap himself. If he could get by the 9, that would put him back on the lead lap. Gregson right up against the wall again.
And that 18 is a rocket ship. He, right now, as he passes the race leader, he's thinking the what ifs. What ifs I could have just been penalty free.
So after incurring that speeding penalty, now Trevor Bain has unlapped himself. He's back on the lead lap, but just in front of race leader Noah Gregson. Gregson, the dominant car today. Won stage 1, won stage 2, but hasn't won here at Miami.
The wild child of the family, the first ever GR Corolla, Toyota, let's go places.
Our internet isn't ideal.
My dad made the brilliant move to get us T-Mobile home internet. We have to share our signal with the entire neighborhood.
Yeah, now we do some weird things to get our speeds.
Well, I'm up.
Come on, kids.
This sucks.
Well, if you just switch, maybe you don't have to be there.
Whoa.
Yeah, okay. Yikes. Oh, sorry. I wasn't thinking.
We don't really use the V word.
Kind of insensitive.
We prefer pro-lunar.
Yes. Much better.
That's half the fun of a new house. Seeing what people left behind in the attic.
Well, saving on homeowners insurance with Geico's help was pretty fun, too.
It's tiny closer.
They left a ton of stuff up here.
Well, enjoy your house.
Nope. No, thank you.
Geico could help you save on homeowners and renters insurance.
The grandfather clock is counting down to more than just a winner.
Green, 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 roll by, roll by, roll by.
It's the final chance for a driver to make it to the championship four. For a fan to catch all the drama.
Oh, he hits Hamlin! Denny Hamlin spins!
At the short track in NASCAR.
No, you're working here. We gotta do whatever we need to get by.
It all comes down to Martinsville. And the whole family's invited. Get your tickets now at martinsvillespeedway.com.
Next Saturday, NASCAR Xfinity Series Playoffs will continue with short track racing from Martinsville Speedway. That's right, the paperclip, the final chance to clinch a spot in the championship four. That race coverage on NBC beginning at 3 p.m. Eastern. Gregson out front, 45 laps remaining. Austin Hill had come to pit road because they had a vibration. Steve, is there any possible way that Austin Hill could still potentially win this race?
Well, if it runs green all the way to the end, he's put on a fresh set of tires. We're going to see how fast a lap time he could run in this 21 car. If everybody else chooses to pit as well, he should have a big gap on them. It really just depends on how this last 44 laps run. Now, the problem is that we have a yellow. The 21 just put on their last fresh set of tires, so then he would be in bad shape.
That is a disappointing problem. They've done a nice job all day long, worked themselves up into points, and now they had to pit, and that is, maybe they catch a break, right? You just said that's the positive. The negative is they don't catch a break, and they just gave up all those points they worked so hard to get today.
Noah Gragson has a 5-second lead right now over second place A.J. Allmendinger. Josh Berry, after his issues, has battled back to third, but he's 9 seconds behind Gragson. Ty Gibbs, 12 seconds. Hemrick also 12 seconds back.
Now we have the 10 of Landon Castle on pit road as well, so you have to ask yourself, is this now putting on their last set of tires a strategy call, or do they also have a loose wheel or an issue on the 10 car? I don't love to see that, a wheel being tightened with the car on the ground. That's always a bit concerning on that right rear.
Yeah, extra time spent in the right rear. We see Allgaier going by the 18 and tagged the wall just moments ago.
He's pushing hard. He's trying to stay in the lead lap. Noah Gragson, the leader, is not far behind him, and this is actually the second time right here that he gets into the wall. He's just pushing hard, trying to stay in front of Noah. There's Noah right there.
Trevor Bayne again unlapped himself. He's the last car on the lead lap, running 13th. Allgaier running in the 12th spot. And Noah Gragson coming quickly.
Well, the 21 of Austin Hill is right behind this 9 of Noah Gragson, trying to unlap himself on those fresh tires.
Something's happened to that 18 car. Remember how much, he drove up there and just passed him, like just drove away from him, and now Noah's running him back down, and the 7 is getting away from the 19. The 18 rather.
Non-playoff drivers, Daniel Hemrick running 4th. Once again, Chandler Smith in a just incredible day already. He ran the Truck Series race. Now he's running 6th here in the Xfinity Series race. Stephen Parsons in the 9th position. Nick Sanchez is 10th. All the while, Noah Gragson continuing to run impressive lap times.
This is Chandler Smith. We know A.J. Allmendinger's leaving the Xfinity Series, going to run Cup next year with Colleague, staying with Colleague Racing. Chandler Smith, he is going to leave the Truck Series and go drive for Colleague Racing. So he knows he's got a full-time Xfinity program next year. Good start today. Get some Xfinity experience.
Dave.
So updating the 21 of Austin Hill. Notice it's not the race for the lead. He's trying to unlap himself. This is the left rear tire. It is hard to see. There are sometimes when you just see them, they're super egg-shaped, those lug holes, because of the loosening. This is pretty tight, but still the left rear, the team representative told me, was the issue, and now Austin tries to make something out of this afternoon. By the way, the 10 of Landon Castle also reported a bad vibration before he came down pit road, so it was not strategy for the 10.
So now it's just a question of what happens in these next 38 laps. I mean, this 21 car is running, what's it say, almost a second faster than the leader. You know, 35 seconds behind, 36 laps to go. I think he can run a second faster all the time, and he can recover the day. I mean, he'll be passing the 7 of Allgaier for position here in just a little bit, right in front of him, and then in front of Allgaier, it's the 98 of Herbst, the 48 of Sanchez. So there are still points for the 21 to recover. He's hoping at this point, just run this thing out green. I don't need a yellow. I don't have a fresh set of tires to put on.
There's a lot of points here to recover. Homestead, this is the battle for 12th. He should easily get by Allgaier.
Gibbs and Allmendinger, 29 points for Gibbs. Allmendinger 8 points above the cut line. Won't be safe when they go to Martinsville. Points stay the way they are, especially Allmendinger. But Gibbs at 29 points. At a short track, you never know what could happen.
You never know what could happen. That's what the 9 of Noah Gragson is thinking, right? A year ago, dominating this race, running the top just like he was this year. And David Starr has an issue, slides up, but when you're in the top and you're committed, this is back in the spring of 21, you see the heavy damage, nowhere for the 9 to go. So this was the only thing that had a chance of stopping the 9 that day, and once again, it just looks like the 9 has the best car in the field, 7-second lead. You can see he's just beside himself, can't believe it happened. We talked to him during practice and qualifying, loves this racetrack, would not say it owed him anything. He said, you're never owed anything by a racetrack, but it feels like he almost deserves to win here. He's so good, he really wants to win here.
And I feel like what we're seeing right now, Steve, is that Noah Gragson smartly has a 7-second lead. And yes, he's on the fence, he's right against the fence, but he's not full capacity right here. There's some speed left in this car. Why find it? Why go get everything there is to get with a 7-second lead? And I think that's what we're seeing with Noah. I think he can be running much faster lap times right now, but why? Why put yourself in that situation?
34 laps remaining here at Miami. Noah Gragson's never won here in the Xfinity Series. Looking to change that today.
Hello, little one. Welcome to the great unknown. Not the okay unknown, or the underwhelming unknown. It's the great unknown for a reason. It's a world of endless possibilities and adventures you can't even imagine. Toyota, let's go places.
The Barn Bar. The county's best hangout. Just got better. Here's to living smooth with the always smooth, easy drinking Keystone Light.
Reggie Bush had something important taken from him, so Wendy's is returning it.
The pretzel bomb!
Let's go! Yes! We haven't told him it's back for a limited time.
Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's Pretzel Pub Cheeseburger.
The Premier League is on NBC and Peacock. The biggest clubs. The global monsters of the Premier League. The best players. This is the Premier League on NBC and Peacock.
For Imprint, this is Lisa. Hi, I'd like 50 welcome wows and 300 customer. I love it.
Promotional products from Fort Imprint are certain to deliver yes.
Wow. I love it.
Find some wow now at fortimprint.com. Fort Imprint, for certain.
I got this mountain bike for only $11.
Dealdash.com, the fair and honest bidding site. This KitchenAid mixer sold for less than $26. This iPad sold for less than $43. And this PlayStation 5 sold for less than $1.
I want these Bluetooth headphones for $20.
I got these 3 suitcases for less than $40.
And shipping is always free.
Go to dealdash.com right now and see how much you can save.
This is going to be legendary. The Charles Schwab Cup playoffs begin at the Dominion Energy Charity Classic tomorrow on Golf Channel.
30 laps to go. NASCAR Xfinity Series Playoffs on USA. It's the Contender Boats 300 from Homestead Miami Speedway. 4 guys below the cut line currently. Allgaier, Austin Hill, Sam Mayer, and Brandon Jones.
Yeah, I mean, Allgaier came in above by 15 points. Just hasn't had a very good day. Currently runs in the 12th position. Statistically, his weakest racetrack on the series, and doing his best, but his best today currently has him 8 below.
Sam Mayer trying to get a lot of experience here. Very tough racetrack to come to that you never raced before. Behind in points coming here. He's had a nice solid day, but this team needs more than solid if they're going to advance to the next round of playoffs with a chance to win the championship. They're going to have some magic, maybe catch a lucky break, get a great restart here. If not, they're going to need to win Martinsville.
Well, up or right 21 of Austin Hill. I wonder if he wasn't on his way, maybe not for a win, but a top 2 or 3, had a loose wheel, had to pit. Now, doing a nice job, has driven this thing under green back to the 10th position, but currently with no new sets of tires in the pits. He needs this thing to run the last 28 laps green, and he should be able to hopefully gain a few more of those 9 points he's below back.
And Brandon Jones, this is a racetrack that he runs really well on, but it just hasn't happened today. They've made the car much better. He really struggled early. Now he's running, in 8th place. Not terrible, but not great. They need better days than this, being down by 32 points.
The 4 drivers below the cut line right now as they run on the racetrack. And again, Noah Gragson dominating over 100 laps now that he has led here in Miami with 27 laps to go.
And I love this part of the race, right? You've been out there for quite some time. You've been running right against the wall, currently in the longest run of the day at 77 laps. Everything's being tested. Your mental fatigue, your physical fatigue. Oh, it's contact between the 21 and the 19. The 21 trying to get to his right rear quarter panel. The 19 squeezed him up. Pretty hard contact between the 2 cars. We'll see if the damage on the 19 is severe or not. Pretty hard hit to the right side of that car. Let's take another look, Jeff.
You can see right here, 21 on the outside. Brandon Jones just squeezes him up. Contact. 19 got in the wall. 45. Stephen Parsons taking advantage of it.
And then there was some contact just a second ago as well. These 2 right here. The 21 has had enough of the 19. Obviously upset with him. Gives him some more of a bumper.
Riley Herbst right there in the 98.
So listen, I understand. If you're Austin Hill, you're upset, you got squeezed in the wall. But you need to recognize the situation. Like, you don't want a caution right here. There's nothing, with a caution coming out, that does nothing to help you. You need this thing to run green.
Don't create the caution to ruin your own day.
He has no more tires left.
Right.
He's got to have this thing to run green, Kim.
That's right, and Brandon Jones, we saw him run that same line yesterday about half a car from the top lane, and I asked, what's the advantage to that if you don't feel comfortable running the wall? And he said, essentially, I can take away the high line option from guys around him, which we just saw him do to Austin Hill. Now, didn't work favorably for Brandon as he got into the wall a little bit, but he told me, Dave, he could do this before the race even started, is block guys from using that high line.
Tim, Austin Hill was told only the lettering's gone on your right front, you should be fine. And then he was told, make sure to go hard. We need to get as many cars between us and the 7 of Allgaier as we can. And you can see there on the left, 5th and 6th, Allgaier and Hill. Every position that Hill gets opposed to Allgaier is another point.
Goodyear can save a little money, not even putting any warding on the right side of these tires. It doesn't last long enough to spend the money on the yellow paint.
I know Noah Gragson is, I think he's just being cool right here, making sure that he doesn't get himself in trouble. But that 19 car, he is, he's 12th place. Like, I'm not so sure you would be better off just going up there and lapping some of these guys. Riley Herbst in 11th. In 11th, the 45 of Stephen Parsons having another solid day in 10th. They're all right here in front of Noah Gragson. We know how he's not fast to take off. I think he'd be better off going ahead and lap these guys, go ahead and put them a lap down. That could benefit him later. Hey, you don't know you're going to have great pit stops. You don't know anything, what's good's going to happen. Lap them when you can.
Bad pit stop, less cars in the lead lap. You can only fall back so far. So you and I are raised in that era, though. There's no games. There's no safe lap. There wasn't as many opportunities to get your lap back, Rick. So every car you put a lap down was one you didn't have to deal with later in the race.
He's coming up now on the 27, trying to get by Jeff Burton. Jeff Burton has a hard left turn, and they got a little loose as Gragson went by him. Now he's set his sights on Brandon Jones.
A little bit earlier, just keep it fine.
9 got pushing a little bit here, Jeff. Maybe they jumped on your plan. Let's get them all a lap down while we can.
Never let them up, Steve. Don't let them up.
That's right.
21 laps remaining. Gregson. And only 11 cars, 12 counting Jones, on the lead lap. Get a few updates from pit road. We'll start with Marty.
Rick, what a day it's been for A.J. Allmendinger. Second most points earned on a day where he had very little confidence coming into the race. Doesn't feel like Homestead, Miami is one of his better racetracks. Right now, +5. However, Martinsville next week is one of his best racetracks, Dave. I know after last week, they made a jump today. I think they'll feel comfortable where they are on the right side of the cut line going into next week.
Marty, for non-playoff driver Daniel Hemrick, you wonder what might have been with runs like today. 4th place now for Hemrick, and he's been in the mix all day long. But remember, round 1 finishes a 30th, 8th, and 17th. That was not enough to get him to advance to this round. So, out of the playoffs, the reigning champion putting on a good show here today. Kim?
Chandler Smith, great day for this driver. Just his 3rd Xfinity Series start and his first ever weekend at Homestead Miami Speedway. Currently runs in the 6th position. Told me they had a top 10 car here this weekend. I asked him if he had gotten up near the wall yesterday in practice. He said no. Well, he's greeted the wall finally. He got to the wall, lap 151, did rub his Goodyear off the right rear tire, but otherwise looking good. Great job managing his tires on par to hopefully get a 6th place finish before he heads to run for a Truck Series championship in 2 weeks at Phoenix.
And that's Chandler Smith in the 6th position as it heats up here for 2nd. Allmendinger now under fire from Josh Berry. Berry looks to the inside now, and Allmendinger trying to hold him off, but he's staying right up against the wall, and a little bit of a pick here from the 35 of Patrick Emmerling.
Josh Berry taking a page out of Noah Gregson's playbook.
Yeah. Rick, what is it, shortest point between 2 points, just a straight line, turn left?
Shortest distance between 2 points, straight line.
Rick, it was a lot of years ago in school when I learned that. I'm glad you cleared that up for me.
Right rear flat for Allgaier.
Yeah, just another, I'm guessing, contact with the wall. It's hard to tell because every right rear here has been contact with the wall, so obviously this hit, now it's just hit too hard. Flat tire, Kim.
Different issue from when he had the right front tire issues. Got into the wall here. Remember they had a jack malfunction the last time they pit under green, so hoping for the best here. Right sides on, it's going to be left sides on. What a terrible day for this playoff driver, Justin Allgaier, as he's finishing up service under green.
He's going to drop down to at least 18.
Well, that puts less than 10 cars on the lead lap, which is just amazing. His teammate, the 9 of Noah Gregson, you see the flat tire. Just, pretty confident we know what happened, right? Contact with the wall, a little bit of a rub, or just you bend the wheel. A lot of different ways for the tire to go flat once it hits the wall.
We've seen it 2 weeks in a row now. Allmendinger a week ago. Now it's Allgaier this week. Guys that you would have expected to be fighting to get into that championship for a title and having to dig themselves out of issues. Now it's Allgaier's turn. He's 13 points below the cut line.
You know Noah Gregson's just saying, no caution, please. Seen this picture too many times.
A lot of drivers, I think, having that same opinion, right? We have guys out there, you mentioned the 8 doesn't have a set of tires left, the 21 doesn't have a set of tires left. Now, what's saving both of them is with this few cars on the lead lap, that even if a caution comes out, that's going to help them quite a bit.
Marty.
Hey, Rick, 15 to go. Noah Gregson trying to earn his way into the championship for the 2nd straight year. And I think we're seeing the maturation of Noah Gregson right before our eyes. Steve, it was 3 months ago, if you'll remember, he was public enemy #1 in the Xfinity Series garage after wrecking Sage Karam intentionally at Road America. He quietly, as best as Noah can, worked his way back, earned respect in the garage area, won races, and now one of the most sought-after young men to move up to Cup, which he will do full-time next year. Noah Gregson did a terrific job this year, really putting himself in a good spot. Nick
Sanchez.
48 having a problem. Yeah, Nick Sanchez, Rick.
Nick Sanchez right front is down, and maybe even the right rear for Nick Sanchez.
And we'll just see what his tire rub, where this road. I think we might be lucky enough that this won't bring out a yellow. This is another replay. It looks like the tire goes down first and into the wall he goes. Oh, now there is a yellow on the racetrack. The 45 of Stephen Parsons having just an amazing day. Big damage on this 45.
Yeah, the back of that car destroyed here as we don't see anything from the deck lid. But the 48 of Nick Sanchez had right side tires that were down.
Yeah, this 28 right here must have big damage on the right front. I'm having a feeling this one, the 45, made some contact. We'll have to try to find it and see.
Stephen was having a good day. Nick Sanchez was having a good day as well. He was running well. Had his problem. Kyle Sieg, big right front damage here.
So this sets up a very interesting opportunity because there's 9 cars in the lead lap. If you have a set of tires, you're coming. But the problem for most of the field is the 8 and the 21 who doesn't have tires. Unless they come put cold scuffs on, they're going to stay out and chop a whole bunch of guys a lap down. This whole scoring cycle right here is going to be very interesting. We're going to have to see how it cycles through, but this will be a potential game changer for some cars for sure. And we've talked about the 9 and how his takeoff speed just hasn't been what he had hoped.
There's Parsons sliding already the damage to the rear of that.
Oh, shit. What did I miss? I come back and the 45 car's wrecking. I figure I've missed a lot. My bad. I had to go for a minute. Actually, that was a lot of minutes. I was gone for a fucking while. So sorry about that. If you're even still here, God bless you if you're still here. Wouldn't blame you if you weren't.
So this was a bad
Not used to having to ditch a stream like that.
he does not have any tires. He can't put tires on. However, there's only 9 cars in the lead lap. So
My sponsor even gave up on me. He came by.
they won't be able to pit. So a bad
My sponsor came by and didn't even post that much.
late helps him if he doesn't get another caution, because if there's another caution, then all those guys that aren't able to pit this time will be able to pit.
I didn't miss much in the chat. You guys kept yourselves entertained.
So much faster than Austin Hill.
Well, you see the tire count on the left. Barry, 0. Hill, 0. Herbst, 0. Those are the 3 lead lap cars with none. Now, that doesn't mean they won't go down and put a colder set on.
Good news, I might be getting a fucking haircut later. My hair needs it. No, I'm not going to cut it short, but my hair needs management. I might be getting a haircut.
Stay out and wave around. Next thing you know, there's going to be 20 cars in the lead lap.
So I got back in time to see the interesting part of the race.
It's kind of a little bit of a defensive call also. If you're the 21, you figure you don't have good tires.
Yeah, Bubbles is a fucking annoying ass little dog, and she stays in the living room and she barks at everything in the outside world. God forbid you come in the house, she'll freak the fuck out and bark then too, even if you've been here every day of the week. If you don't live here, she barks. And she's got some wiener dog in her, we think. She's a mutt, but she's got blue heeler, wiener dog, and other shit in. I don't know what she is.
His problem is he's the first car lap down, so he will get back in the lead lap, but he has to start behind everybody else, so he won't have an opportunity to drive through the field. But you said it. If he gets a series of cautions, then he'll be there. Who can take the fight to the 9 car? We don't really know. We haven't seen Josh Berry.
So this is worst case scenario from Noah if nothing's changed from earlier.
He hasn't had the speed to recover from that.
Short run, not good. I mean, he's good enough to hold him off, but
Can his team have a good pit stop?
I don't see Austin Hill near the front. He's, what, 6th?
That short run speed. The problem everybody's got is that Rickson is so far ahead of the 16 of Allmendinger. Can Allmendinger pull up close enough to him? Can Josh Berry pull up close enough to him to enter close to him on pit road? Look at the gap already created.
I like that little insurance. And laps are kind of, winding down. 10 to go. We're going to have pit road open probably with 9 to go. Looking like a restart was 5, 6 maybe, 7 to go. So it's going to be a short little sprint. Now, I still want tires. Make no mistake about it. Tires here fall off multiple seconds. New tires are a must if you have them available.
So we'll see who comes to pit road. We can clean up the racetrack right now when we return to Miami.
Had a couple friends stop by, and I went outside to talk to them. And one of them, she cuts my hair, and she ain't been around. So I'm like, please come back and cut my hair later. Because it looks fucking horrible. No, I was not going to the bathroom. I'd have told you if I was going to the bathroom. I've told you guys numerous times, like, look, I got to take a dump. I'll be right back. And then I'll keep talking in the comments. I had my phone with me. I don't know why I didn't comment and let you guys know. Hey, I'm still alive. Hang with me. Hope you enjoyed getting to listen to commercials at low volume while I was gone. Kitty, kitty, kitty. Look at my kitty. Paige, you have been asleep in here all day long. I'll be back in literally 1 second. This time I'm not disappearing for half an hour again. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm back. I told you I wasn't leaving for a long time.
9 laps to go. We're seeing
Jason, when I get my hair cut, it's just to get rid of the dead ends and thin it a little bit. I keep it long enough. You know, it's going to be shorter now. It'll still be long. I like long, shaggy hair. My hair's way too long now, and it's all fucked up and dead unless I dump a bottle of conditioner on it. And I've been out of conditioner for days, so the problem has been exacerbated. But I got a bottle of conditioner now, and hopefully she'll come back here later and cut my fucking hair. I sincerely hope. It would be very great to get a haircut. It would make my job easier. All right, it's the money stop. You beat the 9 off the pits, you might have a chance to beat him. He's got the best car, but he's been vulnerable in the short run. Nobody's going to beat him out here. Is Hemrick going to come out second? No, AJ comes out second. So I think Noah's still going to win. I don't think AJ has what it takes. Hemrick would have to make a ridiculous move. Gibbs is 4th. Hill's 5th. I think that might be one spot too far back.
And they're losing about 7 spots. Let's go to the Peacock pit box with KP and Dale Jr. All right, guys. Noah Gregson noticeably has not had short run speed. Can he hold these guys off for this short run at the end of the race?
Dale Jr. a fucking nerd with his big glasses.
I don't know if they've made the changes to make it any different, so that's a big concern for me. What could they do? What can they do? I'm going to lean on a guy like Steve Letarte to tell me some of the adjustments that they have in their pocket this late in the game to be able to help that driver fire off. We've seen this before. They've not been able to make it happen. Who's this open the door up to win this race?
Listen, I don't know. There's only, 7, 8, 10 cars in the lead lap. It has opened it up for someone else, but we go back and you say, I'm going to lean on Steve Letarte. Steve, what are you going to do for me? What are you going to do for me today, Steve, to get me back up there for that short-term speed that I need to go back where I belong?
Well, we're going to go to our notes, our qualifying notes. I can't add that grill tape, although I can add a little. The biggest thing is the air pressure, right? I'm putting low air in knowing I got to run 45 laps. If I only have to run 5 or 6, I'm going way up on air pressure. And if you're too loose to take off, then I'm going to go ahead and blow them up and blow them in a way that snugs the car up. It's a little bit, I'll call it an educated guess. It's something you have worked on before, but there's some guesswork involved.
But one thing that's different on Noah Gregson's team this year is Luke Lambert. So Luke Lambert, new crew chief, he didn't experience all of these bad times. He's come in knowing what happened, knowing that they needed short run speed. What has Luke Lambert and Noah Gregson done to prepare for this moment?
The other advantage that Luke has is an Xfinity Series crew chief rarely has the chance to put fresh tires on for a short run. With their tire limitation, most of the time, you just stay out on old tires for the end of the race and hope you get a good restart. In the Cup Series, anywhere you have tire wear, you're going to put tires on for that sprint to the finish. Luke has lived in that other garage. This isn't, his educated guess is a little more educated because he's had a few shots at this on the Sunday car. We'll see if he can make the right adjustments for Noah.
Remember, he put Ryan Newman.
Is this going to lead to more cautions? Probably.
To almost win a championship here with short run speed at this racetrack.
Probably.
In the regular season, they
Steve, that Noah Gregson has been saying to Luke since they first joined, we got to win Homestead. We got to win Homestead. I'm sick of getting beaten down there. They have been prepared for this moment. Let's see if they've made the right calls.
Good. Get all hopped up about winning Homestead and choke at Phoenix, please.
What could this win do for AJ Allmendinger, who came in here? I just got to get some points.
I think Noah still got it, unless 54 can do something with Noah on the short run.
I mean, we know the 8 is on, and the 9, win or not win, is going to look really good in the points, as long as he just rolls it to the finish. But that 16 car, if he can steal a win away from the 9, what a movement it would be for the 16. Let's listen in.
All right, just give you a little bump up on air pressure. Improve the fire off speed. You can do this, man. Just be smart. Copy.
All right, there you go, Steve. Got you some air pressure. Go lean on it. A major advantage in my eyes behind AJ Allmendinger is his teammate, Daniel Hemrick. I don't believe, even if Daniel Hemrick gets a huge run on the start, that he's going to make it 3 wide. He's going to give AJ Allmendinger a little bit of freedom. Don't get me wrong. Hemrick's not giving any spots up. But I don't think that he's going to be putting AJ in a bad spot right here.
Well, and let's just, 54,
Don't count him out.
he could care less about everybody. He's going to go wherever there's asphalt without a car on it, middle, top, get a run. And the other thing is, 5 to go. This isn't a green-white checker. You know, this is 7.5 miles. Doesn't seem very far at a racetrack where you lose.
5 laps to go.
So you're going to have to figure out.
Is it enough to do anything with him?
There's only 6 rows back, 5 rows back.
Race could be just won and lost on the restart here. You got colleague teammates on the bottom there. I imagine they're going to work very well together. 54 is going to try to sandbag the 9 and carry a big run into the corner, I bet. There you go. He's hanging back. Oh, no, Noah just fucking launched. It's like everybody else was sitting still. And he did it in the restart box. It looked pretty clean to me. Well, that race is over. See, I didn't miss nothing being outside. I didn't miss a fucking thing. Ooh, Noah sliding up off the bottom there off 2. It's just like we've seen on the first couple runs. Ty, you got to go to the bottom. You're pushing the 9 back out front doing what you're fucking doing. You idiot. AJ could have got him. Maybe done something with him. I don't know, but you fucked it up. AJ's pretty good on the bottom, but he got fucked down the back when the 54 stayed behind the 9. I'd have pushed 16 by the 9. How else she going to beat him? Now Noah goes to the bottom and takes the 16's line away. That gets Noah loose, though. Noah's car is not like the bottom all day long. Really loose. Really loose. He is not comfortable running the bottom. That car is set up to do one thing, and it's been that way the whole race.
Noah with too much entry speed for Allmendinger to do anything with it. Allmendinger's got to have good forward momentum on the exit of one of these corners.
Now Noah's got it gathered up and starting to maybe pull away. 3 to go.
Then he can make an aggressive move.
Now under 3 laps to go. Gregson, Allmendinger, and Gibbs. 1, 2, 3. Trevor Bain back there in 4th.
Andreas, you still in my chat? Give me a couple minutes after this race, and then I'll be online.
Gibbs to the bottom of the racetrack. Allmendinger up high. 3 different lines out of the top 3.
Feeling good right now about Noah Gregson in this 9 car. They took off with much better speed. Luke Lambert's done a great job of making the appropriate adjustments to get this car to fire off.
Gregson, Allmendinger, Gibbs, Hemrick, and Mayer, the top 5. Mayer, a great run.
That's a half setter. Coming back to the white flag, so by 7.
He needs the points. 29 below the cut line right now for Sam Mayer. Here comes the 54. Momentum on the outside.
You ain't going to do nothing with it. Oh, wow, you got second. Congratulations. 1 to go. I didn't miss shit. I could have stopped. I should have stopped the stream earlier. I'd have done y'all a favor instead of y'all having to sit here in silence. Why is he running the bottom? Why the fuck is Noah running the bottom? Look how loose he got.
And sitting in front of him, a championship 4 spot.
Why is he running the bottom? I know he's got a big enough lead to hold it here, but
23 wants to go out in style and win a championship. A win here in Miami.
And Noah Gregson finally wins Homestead because David Starr was here. Ty Gibbs in the wall off of 4. Still finished second. AJ third, that's good for him. At a track he's not that confident on. Sam Mayer got a top 5. He still must win going to Martinsville. And what if Sam wins Martinsville? I give Sam a shot at Martinsville. I give Allgaier and Sam Mayer big shots at Martinsville next week. I wish I'd be able to see it, but I'll have better things to do that day.
Up to this point, he now has a guaranteed spot in the championship 4 and will race for a championship.
Those are the moments that Noah Gregson has become prepared for.
All right, I hate to rush off on you, but hell, I just ditched you for a half hour. I'm going to get off here. I got to go take a shower. But, Andreas, I'll be on in a couple minutes. Noah Gregson won. He has clinched his spot in the championship race at Phoenix in 2 weeks. And come back in a little bit if you want to watch me play the video games. I figure most of you don't, but I don't blame you.